trickle. Dog. Laying on your back, spreading your leg, dog. I know, pray when I see it. Damn. Dog. I've been a predator all my damn life. Ain't no clapback videos, I'm looking. I'm built different. We ain't the same. Dog. I'll touch him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now. I come from scum. That's why I'm a Christian. I come from backwoods, incest-driven maniacs. I'm designed and built to bully effeminate men. We come from the bottom, and he raises us up, and he cleans us off. And from that point forward, I've been walking clean. Dog. Damn. Doodoo flavored trickle. Dog. Laying on your back, spreading your leg, dog. I know, pray when I see it. Dog. Damn. I've been a predator all my damn life. I'm built different, dog. We ain't the same. I'll touch him anytime I feel like it. I'm touching him now.
Hold up, hold up, hold the hell up. I didn't want to forget those bargain bin fluffers who calls themselves detractors. No, not all of you, fam. Season motherfucking 2.
I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg, dog. I need my boyfriend. Laying on your back, dog. I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg, dog. I need my boyfriend. For a train being run on effeminate men, dog. I need my boyfriend. Spreading your leg. I need my boyfriend. For a train being run on effeminate men.
Hey fam, it's your girl Samantha. I got a favor to ask of you. The Sinner's Commentary is a labor of love from Eric to you. It would be awesome sauce to show your love by exercising your right by clicking the like button. Show YouTube that Eric's content is worth it by subscribing to the channel.
Squeeze the peel in my mouth. Tasty banana in my mouth. I need banana in my mouth. Tasty banana. It comes in denim. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana in my mouth. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my yum yum. Tastes like cum. Robust, shove it in my butt. Tangy zip, safe to swallow. Tip. Yummy. Thanks for the money, gummies. It looks so funny. Please the peel. Why are you guys talking about tasty banana song? Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Tasty banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Put banana in my mouth. I need yum yum. Squeeze in my mouth. I need squeeze the peel. I need in my mouth. I need yummy. Squeeze the peel. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Squeeze the banana. Tasty banana.
Hey, how is everybody today? We're gonna get right into this stream because we've got some things to talk about. Big ups, everybody. Thank you for coming to my Sunday Slander stream. Hope everybody's doing okay. Big ups, everybody in the chat. Big ups, Lefty, the left-handed L. Good to see you, buddy. I have had a hellish week at work. That's why I've kind of been off grid for a while in terms of these DSP streams. This was one of the busiest work weeks I've had in a very long time, and to be honest, I didn't feel like streaming until now. But the beauty of streaming for shitposting reasons is that you can just not stream if you don't feel like it. It's great. So this morning I actually feel like streaming, but let's give everybody big ups in the chat. Big ups Iviga, thanks for coming. Big ups Jody Tain, thanks for coming. Big ups Irie1, big ups Dune Messiah, big ups, I don't know what this thing is. Hold on. There you go. Let me get you here. Big ups, you don't have a name, so big ups, dude. And big ups to Big Bills, big ups me taking L's, and Lefty. Big ups Nick BMX Guy, big ups Monokuma, big ups Lefty again, and big ups Dr. Karkan. I really appreciate you guys coming out. I heard that this thing happened yesterday, this copyright rant. I only heard about it because I wasn't watching Phil yesterday. I took several days off from Phil Up, and it's been great. But apparently this thing happened, and it'd be a good thing to talk over, man. And I have my thoughts on the semantics of Phil and copyright. I also picked out a classic saga of his copyright woes from the Dark Side Phil channel that we'll get into. And then we're going to end with a This Is How You Don't Play Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus. It's a legendary one. I really like it. But let's get into the bullshit. This is from DSP Memology. So big ups DSP Memology. 101. Really appreciate you. Oh, Lefty, you're fresh on this too. Well, let me know if you want to spurg alongside me. Or if you just want to watch, it's okay, but I'm always happy to pull you in. I'm contractually obligated to pull you in, so don't worry about it. All right, let's get into it, folks. Thank you, everybody.
Just being honest and real here. If I don't pay my bills, I won't have internet. I might, I won't have anything. I have to work.
I have to work.
So basically, yeah, that's the problem with YouTube system. So why?
Oh, you did? Big ups to Viga.
Well, because
thank you.
Again, I'm totally.
Thank you for your service.
Because I don't pay attention to it because it doesn't affect me. It has nothing to do with me.
Thank you for your service.
I guess once again,
that is the beauty of many voices in this community.
Using my very, very general information, like my name and street address, stuff that everybody knows, right? Because I was doxxed how many years ago? As soon as I moved here, I was doxxed. So everyone.
All right, so I must confess that I watched this far in and prepared this. Hold on, guys. We're going to go on a field trip. This is the Renton, Washington Chamber of Commerce, or actually this is Burnell Productions' entry on chamberofcommerce.com. See what this says? This is his actual physical street address and phone number. So he was not doxxed. This has been registered and up here for quite a while. So, if anything, this is a robust, meaningful self-dox. I just, make of it what you will. I just felt like pointing it out because he always says that trolls doxed him, but he doxed his own Connecticut condo on purpose with a piece of mail, and he said, I don't fucking care, show up here if you want, I'll kick your ass. And then he doxed himself here when he registered his business with the Washington Chamber of Commerce with his own address and actual cell phone number, by the way. So he did this to himself. And also, Chody Taint points out he did hand out business cards. Those were the legendary business cards with the Sonic hat as his picture. Amazing. But quick little derailment there. Let's get back into the rant.
My street address and everything that long ago. So they're using this very basic information to go out there and hit YouTube channels with takedowns, copyright takedowns, for having used, I guess,
he did, Iviga. He doxed himself. Again, he's always self-doxed.
I don't see them. I don't know anything about them.
Do you really believe that?
But this apparently has been an ongoing thing for many years. This is not the first time. This is probably like year 3 or 4 in a row that this has happened. And every single time we go through this same vicious cycle, here's what happens. All of a sudden, a bunch of my detractors or haters or whoever it is, they get hit with these false strikes. They get very upset, all right? And they immediately get upset with me, even though I'm not involved with it and I have nothing whatsoever to do with it, okay? In fact, you know what? I choose not to believe you. I don't believe you. Like Ron Burgundy says, I don't believe you. I choose not to believe you. So they start yelling at each other. They start yelling at me, and then they start threatening.
The issue with this line of thinking is that it does happen every year. It happens, let's say, if we're going to be a bit, if we're going to use the business style calendar, right? Because he's a business guy. Let's say it happens quarter one, Q1, as they say in the biz every year. So that would be January 1 to, I think, March 21st or 22nd would be end of quarter one. Basically, every single year from January to March, this shit happens. And it's, in my mind, one of two things. It's Superhound, or it's another malicious third party pretending to be Phil. Because you know what, Phil? You make it very easy to pretend to be you. So if your information is out there, people are going to impersonate your ass because you put your information all over the place. Like, I'm sorry, but also there is way more you could be doing to prevent this. So you're not blameless. Like, I will give Phil the slightest amount of credit in saying that he didn't initiate these strikes, because I believe him when he said he didn't initiate these strikes. And I don't have the receipts for this particular thing, but it's out there. You can look for it. There are infamous DMs between him and Superhound at one point in time where he said, where the Supercuck is saying, "What if I went and struck would you give me permission to strike a bunch of detractor channels?" And he said something to the effect of, "I'm not going to tell you to do it, but if you do it, I can't stop you." Which, like, it's also not true. There is recourse for you to literally go to YouTube and say, "Hey, these people are impersonating me. It's never me. It's never me." Can you guys believe that within a week's time, we've gone from "it's literally me to "it's not me. It's never me"? We've literally flip-flopped within a week's time. It's great.
All right? Oh,
I have to keep pushing or else I'm never going to...
get these cleared up. It's in your name, therefore it's your responsibility.
Yes.
Every statement there is wrong.
So Lefty brings up a good point. He's the smart one. This dude would take on legal liability, because if someone chooses to take him to court, I'm trying to think of the folks who got struck. Let's say Forbidden Math. I know Forbidden Math got hit. I know 100% a Lie got hit. I know Aquateal got hit. If one of them chose to take him to court, it would be him that is served papers, right? Like, a process server would just show up in his gated community, give him papers, and be like, "You're going to court to explain yourself. Congratulations." Like, he doesn't understand. Like, it's his door that they're going to be knocking on. He can say it's not him all he wants, and even if it's physically not him, according to the eyes of the law, it's him. It's you, bud.
Literally every statement made is correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay? Just because someone impersonates you doesn't mean you're legally responsible for what they did. That's identity theft. What are you talking about? That's a crime.
Yes, you are, if you stand by and let it happen. That's the thing. Like, I remember when I signed up for Uber years ago, there was someone else that had used my email address to create a Russian-style Uber account. And I was able to figure it out because the confirmation messages that came back had a .ru suffix, and the writing was all in Cyrillic. So what did I do? I emailed Uber support, and I was like, "That's not me. I don't live in Russia, nor can I read Cyrillic. So can you please fix this?" Like, that's a small thing, and maybe it's not a good example, but like, when someone else is using your shit, you are responsible for fixing it. And this is much bigger than someone else using your email to pop an Uber account, my guy. Come on.
If someone takes my identity and impersonates me and does malicious things with my identity, that is a federal crime. That's not a crime against me. That's them.
But the thing is, that's also not how YouTube's system works, because I could theoretically... Let's keep using Forbidden Math as the example, because I think the name Forbidden Math is really funny. The YouTube system would allow me to email them as a representative, in quotes, of Forbidden Math, and say, "I represent this channel in whatever capacity. I'm filing this claim." Because there are situations in which legal representatives or family members or powers of attorney could initiate claims on someone's behalf. Like, I was looking up a bunch of stuff. There are situations in which people who own YouTube channels have died, have passed away, right? There are those kinds of situations. And YouTube has to legally allow for someone else to stake claims on those pieces of content. That is why the system works the way it is. So unfortunately, even though people exploit the gaps in the system, someone else being able to file claims on someone else's behalf, like as much as this pains me to say, it is what YouTube intends. People take advantage of it, but it is exactly what YouTube intends. So he's wrong here.
Committing the crime. It's not my fault. I literally did nothing wrong and violated 0 rules. So if you have an issue with someone impersonating me and doing malicious things, you have to contact the company.
When it serves him, he's not angry about it.
Which would be YouTube.
But
right?
when it hinders
you have
him,
to go
he is.
directly to the source of the problem, YouTube, right? And then YouTube needs to fix the problem, saying, why are you granting all of this fake stuff in someone's name when they're outright saying it's not them? So once again, here we go. This is the yearly time that I will.
That's why, like, if you think of the way Taken L's is set up, right? Like, on paper, legally, Taken L's is me. Taken L's is me. It is me. So if anything were to happen, it would all be my address, my info. But that doesn't mean that Lefty wouldn't have the right to file a claim on Taken L's, because he is co-owner of the channel according to my wishes. So legally, Lefty, the left-handed L, would have right to file a claim on behalf of our channel, even though he's not legally me. Those things exist so that people on good faith can use them. This is an example of someone using the system in incredibly bad faith and Phil doing nothing about it. The thing is, when people do things in bad faith, you have to do something about it. Like, if Phil wants this bad faith bullshit to stop, he actually would have to do something about it, but he's lazy. He's not going to.
Remind everyone, I'll say it publicly right here.
Yes, Taken L's is me. It is.
Phil Burnell.
Legally, it's me, Logan.
With copyright takedown.
But it's also Lefty.
I do not. I don't pay attention to anyone's.
But legally, it's me.
I'm not aware of who on a daily basis is using clips from this channel or any of my other YouTube channels for any purpose, good, bad, or otherwise. I don't care. Me. I want you to think about how insanely illogical.
Memology, you're the greatest. You're the goat, dude.
Make threats against me for something that I'm outright not doing, and you have no evidence that I'm doing it. There are actual detractors who apparently are talking.
So I agree with him on this point. I think the people saying it's Phil is bullshit. Like, I think people are being incredibly pedantic when they're saying it's Phil. It's not Phil that's striking these channels. But it's Phil. I'm going to be a pedantic prick. It's not Phil that's actually striking these channels, but Phil takes all responsibility in my mind. When people say this was a deliberate plan by Phil, dudes, he's not that smart. He's not that smart. Like, let's be honest. He's not that smart to do this coordinated effort. He's not that smart. So it's not fucking Phil, but if it were to come to a court of law, it would be Phil.
Saying they're going to amass money to file a lawsuit against me.
That's right, Lefty. Thank you. Shout out to all the undercover L's.
There's not a single lawyer in the United States who will do that. Because, again, you can't sue someone for something you have no evidence that they did or did not do.
Yeah, no, you can. You can literally sue someone for anything. He's wrong. You can initiate a lawsuit for literally any reason. Literally any reason. But the other end of that lawsuit is you having to either go to court or some other kind of legal arbitration and prove your case, prove damages. Pastor Eric was allegedly crafting a lawsuit against Phil for wire fraud, and it actually seemed like he filed papers on it. I don't think he found any real lawyer to represent him, which is why nothing ever came of it. But, like, yeah, you can literally file papers on anything. You can. Like, he doesn't understand how the legal process works at all.
Do. You have no evidence I did anything.
I could sue Lefty for being left-handed. Like literally, I could sue him and be like, I don't like left-handed people. Fuck Lefty. I'm suing him. But then it would be on. Then the onus would be on me to prove that I was damaged by the fact that Lefty exists and is a left-handed individual. You know, it's frivolous, but it would be a lawsuit. You know, in every sense of the word. It'd be dumb and it'd be kind of funny, but.
I'm telling you outright, it didn't happen. I'm not doing it.
You could.
Okay?
You know what? I think, Iviga, there's a gentleman by the name of Guy with Two Names that you should talk to. I think you and Guy with Two Names could have a strong class action lawsuit against the channel for liking Hitman Absolution. So good luck to you, sir.
It's not possible. The lawyer would say, well, where is the malicious action coming from? YouTube. Well, then we have to go to YouTube. YouTube would have the evidence. YouTube would have all of this stuff. You can't just sue someone outright frivolously. It's going to get thrown out of court. It's a waste of everybody's fucking time. Now, I'm not saying there's not a lawyer out there who will take your money. They will. A lot of lawyers look for suckers. Say, here's
like you, dude.
I'll just tell them, hey, I charge $200 an hour, and I'll bill this person for 40 hours, and then next thing you know, I'll say, oh, the fucking lawsuit's no good, and now they're out thousands of dollars. Who cares? I made a bunch of money.
That's a good point, Greymorn. He literally could. He could literally email YouTube Legal and say, listen, this happened, and he has evidence of this before. He has like actual, factual, provable evidence that frivolous strikes are happening from malicious third parties historically. He could literally tell YouTube Legal, it's never me, just like he did in that one Spurg video last year when he said, it's never me, it's not me, even though he showed his strike history and it showed documented evidence that he struck Aqua Teal and Raw DDM in like March of 2022 or whatever. He could literally do that. He could literally be like, it's never me, YouTube Legal, stop it.
They will fall for that, and they'll probably waste a lot of time and money doing that. Wow, they are fucking idiots.
I can't, Dead Schooled, I can't ban Guy with Two Names because I can't see him. I don't see him. If he's here, I'll time him out. But I don't see him.
What's going on, and have the lawyer contact YouTube. It's the only way you're ever going to get anything out of this, or you're ever going to get a response or any kind of action, is to have YouTube fix this internally. I can't do anything about it. Now, before people go crazy, because they do, last year, this exact same situation happened. And last year, I again had people threaten me. I jumped through hoops to help my detractors. I want you to
No, you didn't.
That statement. I actually went.
No, you didn't. You literally showed strike history that showed it was you via YouTube Studio that filed against Aqua Teal and Raw DDM. You are the reason we don't have Raw Dave anymore. You are literally the reason, sir. We do not have Raw Dave anymore.
Out of my way and wasted my own personal time to try to help my detractors. The first time that
was also that this is one of the DSP quotes that I love. I'm doing it from memory because it's burned into my memory when he says, next time the internet needs something, next time anybody needs something, don't ask Phil Burnell. Phil Burnell is done. Phil Burnell will not help anybody on the internet ever again. That's what he said. It was great.
I went to YouTube partner support chat and I explained the entire situation to them. In and out. I even provided them with examples of detractor videos that had been falsely taken down in my name. The whole situation. YouTube partner support chat said the following. I'm paraphrasing here, but I've actually posted up the entire...
If you're paraphrasing, Phil, if you're paraphrasing, I literally don't believe you. I literally don't believe you. Because you're such a narcissist, you're such a delusional narcissist that when you paraphrase, in quotes, it is your version of the story already. So you are paraphrasing something that already agrees with you because it's already been filtered through your little pig brain. So I don't believe you, sir. Prove it.
Read for themselves. But basically they said, it's not my responsibility, nor is it anything I can do about it because I'm not putting the claims in. If it was, I could do it through my YouTube channel. I could take the claims down or whatever. But since I'm not filing these claims, I have no power whatsoever.
No, what they likely said was you can't stop people from filing claims via the email submission method because you can't. The email submission method for copyright claims is something that anybody can submit on anybody's behalf. What they likely said was you can't stop these from coming in, but your channel would be responsible, because channels have actually gotten shut down, terminated for such copyright abuse. If the YouTube copyright system is sick of dealing with your shit, they'll just terminate you.
To stop them at all. I literally have no involvement in the process. Zero.
Yes, dead schooled. Yes. Thank you for the words. They said, "Sir, you've done nothing wrong." And then they all stood and clapped. Exactly. They said, we're so happy that you contacted us, Phil. Thank you for confirming you did everything right. Thank you. Thank you so much. We're so happy you're on our platform. Everybody should be more like you.
My detractors who are getting the false claims have an issue. They need to get legal counsel and have legal counsel contact YouTube. That's what I was told directly by YouTube partners.
No, but that's also not how the legal process works. The YouTube legal process is you need to consult legal counsel, and then once you've consulted legal counsel, we will give your legal counsel the other person's information so that they can contact the third party. That's because I've read about this. That's actually how it works. Like, your lawyer would contact YouTube, and YouTube would say, "Okay, well, here's the actual information of the person filing the claim, so that you can serve papers." And then once you serve papers to that other individual, YouTube is done. They are out of the conversation. Like, he doesn't understand what the process of serving someone papers is. He doesn't understand what that means. Like, he thinks somebody from YouTube is going to go in a courtroom. They're not.
And they said, well, no, not necessarily that, but at least if the lawyer contacts us, we can legally talk about, fixing stuff. And that was where they left it. I said, well, there it is in black and white, in writing. YouTube is telling me outright.
I also want to point out that, like, recently, I don't quite remember. I think it was during the Argentinian membership saga. You guys can probably jog my memory. But he said, and I'm paraphrasing here, but he said, when you talk to YouTube Studio support chat, it's like talking to a child who doesn't know anything. They don't know anything. They're just reading a script. They don't have any of the actual information, no facts. They're always wrong. Yet when it suits him, he's saying YouTube Studio support chat is the authority on the situation. They have the final word. I believe them. I'm right. I can't do anything. There's nothing I can do. Have you ever noticed what a weird contradiction that is? If it serves him, YouTube chat's great. It's amazing. They know everything. But as soon as they tell him he's going to get 0.000000014 cents per Argentinian membership, he calls them a fucking idiot, and they have no idea what they're talking about. I find that very suspicious and odd, and I find that to be a robust lie.
Fascinating me. There's no way for me to do it. I can't stop them because I'm a piece of shit that commits internet fraud, and I think that there's no repercussions for my horrendous illegal actions.
Correct.
YouTube's broken system. If you want my opinion, YouTube should absolutely 100% require that you are logged into your YouTube channel to issue a copyright takedown. Why wouldn't they do that? How does that make any sense?
Because there are situations in which maybe a lawyer needs to initiate the copyright claim, and maybe for cybersecurity purposes, you don't want to give your Google credentials to a third party, even such as a lawyer. Come on, Phil. Like, I have all my shit in Google. I have videos backed up in Google. I have financial documents backed up in my Google Drive. I have everything. Not even my girlfriend, my significant other, has access to those things. That is how, like, security paranoid I am. I am not giving... You can prime my Google credentials from my cold, dead fucking hands. That's how important they are. So why would they require you to give potentially a third party your Google credentials? Come on, man.
Someone could just frivolously put a copyright claim in without confirming identity. At least if I'm logged into my YouTube channel and then you do a takedown, now you've confirmed who you are, right? And then you have a track record. You'll have a queue of here's your copyright.
Not thousands of hours, Best Bear. Come on.
These people.
I don't need that much time. Come on.
Anything from me. They just have my name and address, and even it's funny because I guess people are saying they're using obviously fake email addresses, like Dark Side Film Management at something.com, some email company you've never heard of before, right? And it's like, obviously it's not real. So again, frivolously granting that is a...
But that email could be an email of your manager. Let's say you had a manager. Let's say you had a publicist. Maybe that's your actual manager. I think Google would make that assumption. I think it's safe to say that Alphabet would make that assumption. I would agree with Phil that it's a malicious email address, but I don't think it's unfair to give Google the benefit of doubt for making that assumption, because a lot of YouTubers have managers or publicists or whatever.
YouTube issue. You see, 100%. That's a YouTube.
That's a good question, Amiga. That's a good question.
Single company out there has a YouTube channel.
That's the questions we need to be asking.
If you're gonna make a legal claim against YouTube, you have to create a fucking channel. So that's what YouTube partner support told me last year. But that wasn't good enough, because I posted that publicly on the internet, and my detractors again harassed me further.
They harassed you because you had the strikes against Aquateal and Raw Dave in your history, bro. You literally said it's not me, and then provided proof 15 seconds later that it was you. That's why everyone hates you, man. That's actually why everyone hates you. Come on, man. We're not that, like, we're Spurgy, but we ain't that Spurgy. We'll follow logic.
And said, that's not good enough. Go to YouTube Legal. Write YouTube Legal in email and demand that they help you. So I did, okay? I did.
Prove it.
I wrote YouTube Legal in email too.
Show it.
I have it right in front of me, because I'm going to read it for you word for word here.
So this is something that some people give me a hard time about. So I'm going to call out Guy with Two Names a little bit again, because Guy with Two Names, I love you. And you are so cool for always like calling me out on my bullshit. I want that. But I assume, unless Phil shows receipts on something, that he is lying 100% of the time. And I don't think that is an unreasonable assumption, correct? So unless he shows this email with timestamps and a URL to the email, he is lying. This email was never sent. That is my logic. That is how I debunk Phil. Is it receipts or it didn't happen? Because this dude has told so many lies that he's lost track of them. He's inconsistent with how he lies even. That's how deep the lies go. So that's why I always assume he's lying 100% of the time.
This is what I sent to them last year. All right? I'm serious. This is word for word. I'm going to read it. Hello,
yeah, actually, Dr. Karkan, that's a more reasonable take. Whatever he did, it clearly wasn't enough. Let's assume he did something. Even if he did something, it clearly wasn't enough. It was probably the bare minimum fucking effort, you know?
Channel for the last 13 years is my primary.
That's actually way more reasonable of a take than mine.
I'm writing to you today regarding the large-scale legal issue of impersonation and false copyright strikes that are being issued in my name. I'm now being constantly harassed online and even receiving false copyright strikes against my own YouTube channel in retaliation.
This is not me, by the way. This is Memology.
Against their YouTube channels, and that these claims are being issued by Philip Burnell, DSP, or DSP Gaming, and that my information is attached to them. Sadly, information such as my street address and phone number were leaked many years ago. Therefore, many malicious parties could use this information to submit false copyright claims in my name. Many YouTube channels are now outright being terminated as a result of false claims, which I have nothing to do with. But I'm being held accountable for them, and that is both ethically and legally not right. YouTube should be vetting all copyright claims before issuing a strike, but I can assure you they are not doing so, and now this is hurting both my public reputation as well as my business. I have received many threats from people.
The thing is, so I believe that this is a message that he wrote, but it could just as easily be a draft that he wrote and never sent. You know what I mean? Like, unless he can verify that this email was sent by him and received by someone at like Google or YouTube or Alphabet Legal, it didn't happen. It didn't happen. Unless I can see a response from YouTube Legal acknowledging receipt of this, it never happened.
Saying they are now going to do the same thing to me, which I have done to them, despite my...
Yeah, Meth Bear. Yeah, that's also true. He's afraid to show the email because it may be one of the email addresses we already know he has.
Nothing
you
we
know?
can do. You just go speak with a lawyer. I do not feel this is a satisfactory...
His info's out there. It like doesn't matter.
This issue without having to spend countless hours of time and money with legal proceedings. I want to speak with someone in your legal department and hopefully get this cleared up without any lawyer or lawsuit involved. Like, whoa. All right? That's what I sent them. And then what I actually did, I sent them specifics of those false copyright strikes that I got last year for the stupid music bullshit for my podcast intro, okay?
Okay, so he's conflating two things. I want to point out. Those copyright strikes were not false. They held. those copyright claims held. They were so strong that he deleted 18 months worth of podcasts and nuked his fucking channel. So, Philip, if those Eminem sample copyright strikes were so weak, why did you nuke your fucking channel over it? See, this is another contradiction. If they were so weak, why didn't you dispute them and win the disputes? You know what I mean? It just doesn't, his explanation in this timeline doesn't hold up. You nuked your fucking channel because of these strikes, yet you're calling them false. Well, if they're false, leave them up, dude. Stand by them. Leave them up. Because if someone is saying these strikes are false, you should leave him up, especially him. Now, there's nothing wrong with someone hiding their content. Like, I know that Raw Phil and Hate Army are hiding a lot of their content, privating a lot of their content out of an abundance of caution, because there are actual false strikes going on. But those strikes from like Sony, Universal, BMG, whatever it was, those were legitimate strikes. Those were legitimate strikes acquired through Content ID. So those were not fake, my guy. These two are not the same thing.
Here is their response. I'm going to read it to you word for word. You tell me if you think.
Meth Bear, I don't know about the 2015 strikes about the art. That was before my time. But I would suspect they would have been. The thing is, Phil panics. He panics because he assumes that he doesn't have a legal leg to stand on most of the time. That's why he has at least 3 times that we know of nuked shit on his channel, nuked hundreds of videos, thousands of hours, because he can't stand by his own shit. Whereas if he kind of just waited him out, the thing is, he's so afraid of having shit he's so afraid of being blocked and demonetized. He's afraid to have a legal fight. That's his problem.
Was worth writing to them. Literally, this is the entire response. I'm going to read it to you. Ready? Hello, your video or channel has been removed due to copyright infringement. Please see the Copyright Center for more information.
I also, Dead Schooled. The Andy Dick part of the intro was the most annoying part for me. And one of the things that I was thinking is that, like, it was very annoying that he took a troll cameo. He took an actual cameo that some LARP troll bought him, and someone made an intro out of it, and he thought oh, this is cool. I'm gonna let someone take this Andy Dick troll cameo and make an intro out of it. But then also, when other people buy him troll cameos and make troll posts, they're not cool, right? So I found that part annoying about it, but also it was just really dumb. The fact that it called him Slim Darksy and all that shit, it was just really, really cringe, honestly.
Content is not automatically taken down by the flagging system. After review, the YouTube team found your content violates guidelines. As a result, it's removed. Accounts that have major or severe violations are suspended. Please take time to learn about YouTube's community guidelines and how they get enforced. If you think the community guideline strike was applied to you in error, you can appeal it. First of all, I didn't write to them about a guideline strike, and I didn't have one. So I'm just telling you, this is word for word what's in their email. I didn't even write to them about a guideline strike.
Yeah, that's the community strikes about the transphobia and Yakuza or whatever. I forgot about those, Meth Bear. There were community strikes against him, and he sent those videos to the Phantom Realm as well. And he called that a victory. Again, every time he deletes thousands of views from his channel, sometimes hundreds of thousands of views, he calls that a victory, where really he should just leave his shit up, let the 2 weeks play out and go. Lord knows he has channels to stream on, which would technically be a form of ban evasion. But he has 3 channels. Just do what you did in 2015 or whatever, and just stream on DSP Throwback or whatever. It doesn't matter. Or go back to Twitch, dude. Go back to Twitch for 2 weeks. Get those bits. I don't care.
This is their response. I'm going to continue. In order to ensure your complaints directed to the most appropriate place, review links below for information about YouTube's content policies and how to report content. If an individual within a video or authorized representative believes the content violates YouTube's privacy.
Here, I'm gonna grab a granola bar. You guys behave. Mods, mod if you need to. I'll be back. I need a granola bar.
Show the police, and you can create a record by taking a screenshot of the threatening content or reporting the text or post, regardless the YouTube legal support team. And I'm like, what the fuck? Are you fucking serious? That's the response I got. I wrote them a detailed message explaining systematic impersonation and that they need to take it seriously because people might try to sue them over it. And they gave me a form letter response talking about community guidelines, and if you're afraid that you're being harassed, contact the police. And that's their answer. And that's what everyone has to deal with YouTube. It sucks. It's terrible.
Hello.
It's not satisfactory whatsoever. It shouldn't be that way.
Thin ice, Mickey Thor.
That's what we got to deal with if we deal with YouTube, right? That's, I guess, what they call it, the nature of the beast, right? I don't even like having to waste time talking about this today. I don't.
I love drama.
Drama shit.
I love it. I crave the drama.
But
that's a great cat
no
clip,
lie,
by the way.
I got like 5 or 6
I love drama
from various people who claim they're my detractors. I don't even know if they are because I don't pay attention. I don't know who my detractors actually are. One guy.
Yeah, you do. You've called out Snort, Brunel, Duty Streams, and Aquateal more than once. You know exactly who we are. So, like, don't ever buy the lie when he says I have no idea who any of these people are. He knows exactly who they are, and he watches some of it.
It was like, oh, I'm so-and-so, and you know who I am, and I'm going to do this. I was like, I don't know who you are. I don't have a fucking clue who you are. I don't listen. I don't care. I'm fucking on my channel doing my own content. I don't watch your shit, right? So, but what it is they're saying, we want you to write an email to legal. We want you to do this. I'm like, I already did that. I've already done everything possible from a reasonable perspective to intervene and stop it, and YouTube doesn't care. They're a giant company. They don't care about the little guys.
Meth Bear, no. I am spoken for. No, thank you.
YouTuber who makes them millions upon millions of dollars, maybe then they would care, because that person would likely have a lawyer who would then immediately slap them.
Visible Dimwit, I have. I'm gonna sound like Phil here, but I have no idea what you're talking about. I have no idea what you're talking about.
I don't have that. I don't have that. You don't have that, right? Now, I 100%.
Yeah, that's true. Lefty got blocked immediately when he went on literally during TBS, when he was on TBS that Sunday, whatever the first time he was on TBS, and he got blocked like during the show. Yet, Taken L's, a known detractor channel, is not blocked in his chat because during our LARP last week or whenever it was, I was typing shit to like known dents. I was having conversations as Taken L's in his chat to known dents, and like nobody gave a shit. Nobody blocked Taken L's, but a bunch of our socks got blocked. So big ups for the LARP, by the way. Shameless plug: if you haven't seen the LARP, go back and watch it. We had so much fucking fun. It is the content that I would say I'm most proud of producing on this channel, is that particular LARP. It was just so much fun. To improve. All right, I do. I don't want the system. Oh, and by the way, I want to say it. There are going to be more LARPs. We've talked about it. Lefty and I have messaged about it behind the scenes. We want to do it like seasonally. So don't expect too many of them, but there's going to be more. And production is going to be even better, and we're going to gamify the LARP even more next time. So keep your socks ready. Always keep socks ready, because there are going to be more LARPs. Terribly. But it's a vicious cycle. I want you to think about this. So I'm being threatened that I'm either going to be sued. Springtime LARP. Springtime LARP is likely, Mickey. I would like to do it if I can get the other parties involved in LARPing to agree with me. And I will iron this out with those folks behind the scenes. I would like to do it sometime during his birthday week, if we could. I think first week of April, his birthday week, would be an exceptional time to LARP. It would be incredible to LARP during his birthday week. So we'll try that. I think that kind of fits. I think one in March, one in like August, and then another one in, say, October, November. And then repeat the cycle sometime in January. I think that works. I'm going to get false copyright strikes against my channel, right? So if I get sued, what's going to happen? Well, let's see. You know I didn't issue the takedowns against you. You can't win any money or anything from me because I didn't legally do it. All it's going to happen... No, but they could sue him for doing nothing. Like, they could sue him for abdicating legal responsibility. Like, he doesn't understand that, like, when a lawsuit gets filed, it's going to be him serving papers. Like, Phil would have to then prove in court that it wasn't him, and I don't think he's smart enough to do that.
happen is
also the fact that he has documented evidence, even if it is from years ago. We have documented evidence of him talking directly to Superhound in DMs, saying, "I'm not going to tell you to do it, but quote, I can't stop you." That's pretty damning. Like, if a detractor took Phil to court and showed that to a judge, that'd be pretty fucking damning, my dude. So I'm sorry. Like, yeah, I'm not a lawyer, like a meth bear style person, but it seems like the evidence against you, whether it's you or not, there's a strong case to be made that you sat by and you let the abuse of the system happen.
YouTube's eventually going to get contacted and your lawsuit's going to get thrown out because you can't sue someone without evidence they did something.
Hey, Lord Thunder, good to see you, buddy.
And it makes me very, very nervous.
And you already know it's not me. That's the other thing. There's already evidence on the internet. It's not me. Other people.
All right, we're closing the poll because the answer is obviously yes. Obviously.
They're using email addresses that I don't use. You know it's not me, so you're wasting time trying to sue me. That would be ludicrous. A complete waste of your money and time, and you're just going to be basically cheated from some lawyer is going to take all your money and run with it.
Well, the problem, Dr. Karkand, is he rides the fence. He rides the fence on everything.
You know?
That was incredible. Wait, I have to go back and see that.
And run with it because you're being dumb about it, right?
Oh, yeah, okay.
You know,
I get it.
If you hit me with false copyright strikes, that doesn't solve the problem. You're still going to have false strikes against your channel. I mean, I don't even know why this person is issuing the false strikes to begin with. Do you think it's going to please
How are they false, though?
To see my stuff taken down illegally?
They're not dude, Aqua Teal got her channel terminated. The strikes are very real. Like, he needs to understand that if there are consequences to those actions, they're real. AT got her channel actually terminated. Like, shut down. No recourse. Like, it's gone. It's actually gone. Let me see if she's still gone here for a second. I want to search her. Where did my other browser go? Here it is. I want to search her in another tab for a second because her channel was gone
literally, the
last
two
time I
things
looked.
that I'm being threatened with don't help the problem at all in any way, shape, or form. What it is, it's emotion. People are upset because they have YouTube channels that are being taken down unfairly. I agree with you. I'm on your side on this. So why are you threatening me?
Yeah, bro, look at this. Look at this. It's gone. Her channel is gone. Usually if you were to search for AT's channel, it'd be like number 1 or number 3. It's gone. The channel is gone. So I really don't like him using the fake language that these are false strikes. The strikes are real, dude. People's channels are gone. 100% a lie is gone. And he just came back. Like, these channels are just gone, dude. And I'm sorry, but you need to do more.
I've done everything I can. I wish I could do more. I can't. All right? The best bet, if there is a group of people out there who are still having this issue and it's ongoing, every year it seems this happens, it comes back, you should pool your efforts together. You should hire a lawyer. You should contact YouTube. You should say, here's our channels. Here's the situation that happens every year. We've had enough. This has to stop or we're going to sue you for violating the MCA. And then YouTube will have to take action.
You can't sue YouTube, though. Like, he is so stupid. You can't sue YouTube. You can't. You can't sue YouTube for something like that. Their copyright system and content ID system is designed so you cannot sue YouTube. It is written. The YouTube contract is written that you have to go directly to the third party making the claim. Like, he doesn't understand. You can't sue YouTube for copyright and community strike issues. Like, you cannot. It's legally impossible.
YouTube is the only one who can take action here because they're the ones with the broken system that are granting the false takedowns.
I did nothing wrong. I did everything correct.
I don't know what else to say. I mean, logically, this should make sense to everyone. Correct? Correct?
I hope so,
Logically, this should all
Dayglow.
make sense. So I just don't
She,
understand.
Aquateal is very
where
smart.
people come from.
I'm
Again,
sure
besides
her
emotion,
stuff is not
you're
completely
upset,
lost.
and you want to feel like you can get immediate restitution or immediate answers or immediate relief, and that's just not possible in this situation. Threatening
Exactly. They're not violating DMCA. The intent of DMCA is to give creators and parties that represent those creators their recourse to have that content taken down during potential legal disputes. That is the purpose of DMCA. That is literally the purpose of DMCA, and YouTube is coloring between those lines. No matter what he's saying, I want everybody to know this. YouTube is coloring between the lines here. They are. And they're doing it in a way that protects them most of all, because why wouldn't they?
Trying to hurt me doesn't solve your problem.
Also, remember, the fundamental problem in all of this, no matter what he says, is Phil doesn't read. That's why we get spurred videos like this, is because Phil doesn't read. The only reason I understand this stuff from like a layman's perspective is because I read. I read. Literally, all you have to do is read the contract. It's very simple.
At all, your problems will.
Yes,
continue,
Meth Bear.
right? Even
DMCA is a
problems could
yes.
still-
It's a crappy system that is open to abuse, open to all kinds of abuse. But it's the system, and like I'm sorry, Phil should just deal with it on this platform. And the way he can deal with it is writing emails to YouTube Legal. He could even automate them, writing daily emails to YouTube Legal, saying this isn't me, ignore all strikes, with reference to me and my channels or whatever. Please ignore all strikes. And he could do that for as long as it takes, but he won't.
Know who this nut job is who's doing the false claim.
You know exactly who it is. You know exactly who it is. You're just doing nothing to stop it.
To begin with, I don't know why they're doing them. They might continue. You know, so to reason for once in your life.
It is also, according to Phil, it is also in his best interest to just let this shit happen. So why would he do anything about it? That's kind of the thing that everybody needs to take away from this. That's the thing. I've been thinking about this for a few days now, hearing about it, because I've heard people talk about it on Twitter and in various, Discord servers and threads and things. He is doing his best here to make himself look like the victim while doing nothing material to alleviate the situation. Because in his mind it benefits him to just sit and do nothing. Because that just means that people like Aquateal, Forbidden Math, and 100% a Lie are off the board, honestly. Like, he wants to try and be like a paragon of justice here, but he's not. Because if this were truly about fairness to him, he'd be doing more. That's really my take on it.
I've listened to reason ever, probably not. You got to do the correct thing here, and hey, you might actually do the public good. Because if someone actually went after YouTube for their gross...
The thing is, Visible Dimwit, how the system works is it doesn't matter who files the claim. Because theoretically, anybody can represent anybody. It could be a lawyer putting in the claim on behalf of Phil. It could be a publicist. It could be a PR firm. It could be a ton of different people. YouTube is not in the business of checking who that initial person is. It just wouldn't make sense, because the idea is, and this is the problem, the idea is that the copyright system as it stands on YouTube is based on all parties practicing in good faith. That's the thing. It is a good faith honor system, basically. And people are abusing that good faith. And Phil is doing nothing to rectify this. That's the problem. YouTube doesn't check who submits it unless there are legal papers filed, because the submission itself is done on good faith. That's why. That's the simple answer.
Gross misuse of DMCA law every single day on their site.
Oh, you know what? I think it didn't, Anthony. I think it didn't like your the symbols you used. More than likely. Sorry, Anthony. Our Streamlabs can be strict.
No one gets false takedowns anymore. I mean, YouTube would be a better place, right? So you can either waste your time spinning your wheels, gritting your teeth, stamping your feet, screaming as loud as you can, sending
that's why, yeah,
emails, Or you could actually put your heads together.
Yeah,
and do
Anthony,
something good for
go
everyone who
ahead because that's a pretty good point, Anthony. Go ahead and repost that if you can, because it's a good point. The chat won't even let me pop it up. Streamlabs sent that to Banworld.
YouTube. So what are you gonna do?
Of our country's main design bureaus,
That's the question. Okay. And by the way,
Cat
you
agrees
stop
with
listening
me.
to the wrong people because you're listening to enablers. Because there's people out there who are actually like, oh no, you could sue DSP and you could get. There's nothing you could sue me for.
We could sue you for a lot, dude. we could. I will admit that like Pastor Eric's attempt was a weak ass like a loggy attempt at suing Phil, but there's shit people could sue him for.
Zero.
I mean, Tevin could probably sue him for slander and defamation because he called Tevin a criminal and he said he should be in jail and all this shit. So there's that.
I've done nothing wrong. You have
there
no
you go.
evidence that I've done anything wrong. I don't care what some YouTube lawyer says. He's a fucking idiot. That's why he's a YouTube lawyer and not a real practicing lawyer. They don't know what the fuck they're talking about. All right? You can't just sue anyone and have it go through and be granted by a
Thank you,
judge
Anthony.
because you don't like them.
Oh, it deleted
You
that
have to have
message?
legal
Damn.
grounds for it. There's no grounds
Anthony,
to
our
sue because I haven't done
Streamlabs
anything
just
wrong,
don't like your
period.
messages.
That's the end of discussion.
Well,
for
Pasta's attempt made zero sense, Methbear, because in a way, he was committing a crime. Like, semantically, he kind of copped to committing a crime in order to expose a potential crime from Phil. Like, I think, if I remember correctly, and I'm not going to look it up again because fuck him, but I think he was attempting to sue Phil for wire fraud for a super chat that he knowingly and willingly gave Phil, which in itself would be abuse of a system, you know? It was just like really fucking rough.
anyone with a legal fucking mind, but people want to have YouTube drama about it and create content. You're not going to get content out
That's
of it.
right,
All you're gonna
Anthony.
Do is waste your money.
Do
You
what
look like
Lefty
a jackass
says.
At the end of the day,
Do what Lefty
when you
says.
wasted money on a lawyer that's just going to laugh at you because they took all your money and didn't have anything to come out of it with. Anyway, so people are saying, why am I giving it attention? Because I'm getting threatened. I told you this week I got like 5 or 6 emails, threatening emails. This isn't just like, hey, I just want to let you know what's happening. It's like, you better do something or we're gonna sue.
Dude, just ignore them. I honestly, when you're an internet troll, you have people. I have people Spurg posting to me in DMs and threatening me in DMs every fucking day because I'm a DSP troll. Some of us trolls just get threats, man. You know what I do? I put those people on mute and I don't say shit. And he has way more experience with this than we do. He's been shit posting on the internet like arguably since before I could. And like I just ignore all that shit cuz people are gonna troll you, dude. Just ignore it. But he can't ignore shit.
Or we're gonna hit you with false strikes. Like, what does hitting me with false strikes solve? Zero.
Salve.
You want content out of my channel. You're gonna take it down? For the same broken system that's hurting you, what's the point? It doesn't even make any logical sense. It's like, what are you talking about? Why would
No, so Dr. Karkan, my MO when people spurg to me in DMs is not to block them. I just let them spurg. I just literally let them spurg and put them on mute. And I'm like, yep, you want to keep spurging. I've got evidence against you. Because blocking them prohibits your ability to gather the spurgs as evidence against them. So think about that.
would you do that? Again, emotion. That's what it is. It's not logic. It's
So
emotion.
if you are one of the few individuals that
Totally
spurg
get
to me
that.
daily in
I've been
DMs,
there.
keep them coming.
just
I don't
saying,
care.
I'm certainly not going to be involved in it, but I wouldn't be surprised to hear that some people
Exactly. Let them run their mouths.
basically alert YouTube to some of this underhanded crap that's been going on.
Okay, so FYI, that's how it works. And again, I've confirmed.
Meth Bear, I agree with
literally
you.
Just said,
They are
confirmed
subhumans.
with YouTube.
Any kind of A logging is dumb. Is stupid. And what Superhound is doing is A logging. A logging is dumb. Don't do it. Even if you're a DSP troll, your shitpost should come from some kind of shred of evidence, right? Or else you're just another try-hard A-log channel. And there's nothing good about that. That can only end badly.
partner support. I have it in writing they said you could do that. It's only for community issues that it's a problem. You can't ban evade with community issues, but copyright issues, you could do that because you need to have copyright issues cleared up, and it takes weeks. You see? So that's what's going on. It's stupid. I wish I didn't have to waste time talking about it, because again, it's nothing I'm involved in. It's nothing you guys really are involved in.
Oh, Mickey, what is a log? Gosh, easiest way to put it. When you shitpost or spurg post on someone with a non-logical line of thinking, and you expect people to accept it as fact, and you get angry when they don't. That's the best way I can explain it. There's a little bit more nuance, but basically, if you're an A-log channel, you're going to present spurg evidence as fact, and then get mad when people disagree with you, when you can't find the receipts, or when they find stuff refuting your claims. That's A-logging.
Gotta let you know what's happening, because I gotta make a public statement about it. It seems like once a year I have to do this, right? At this point, once a year this happens, and I have to come out and speak a public statement about it again, and it's just like, what can you do, right? So, it is what it is, hopefully nothing comes of it. If anything,
yeah, that's honestly... So, Anthony, I have to correct myself from earlier. There are certain individuals who can sue YouTube. Keemstar is big enough. I would say that is a privilege reserved for the ultra-rich. Yes, Lefty, yes. A-log is a person who was an extremely spurgy and outspoken CWC troll, so I believe you're referring to the Conway Well Watchers. And then... yeah, stand-up comedy was basically... Have you guys heard of Chris Chad? Yeah, exactly. So, yeah, basically, A-log is just your shit posting with no real kind of objective or evidence behind it, other than to smear the person. And then for me, the other end of A-log is the anger when people disagree with you. That's kind of the funniest part of A-loggers, because if you ask any A-logger a direct question, or to ask them for receipts, they literally, they usually, in my experience, either delete your comment asking for receipts, or they just keep spurging at you, which either way, I'm good with that.
Something comes of it. I'll be honest with you. Someone needs to collectively go together and make a class action lawsuit against YouTube for this, and say YouTube is grossly abusing the MCA law every time they grant a false claim. And we have evidence of all these false claims. Here they all are.
Correct. Lefty, again, you are making a point for how trolls can become lol cows eventually. Because when you have to turn to A-logging to troll your lol cow of choice, that's when you lose the plot, and that's when you lose credibility. I'm not going to name names specifically, but I'm sure people can come up with a few. But there are certain people out there who have resorted to hard A-logging and have really, really tanked their reputation.
And then when YouTube gets hit in the pocketbook saying, listen, all this monetary loss of our channels and things because they were shut down.
Yeah, you know what? A-logging is like porn. It's hard to explain, but you know it when you see it. That's right. You're right. I can give you examples of A-logging, but it's hard to explain.
YouTube will have to fix their system. But as for me doing stuff of my own accord, I've already done everything I could. There's two means to contact YouTube.
I think the best example of A-log I can put in context for a lot of you is Miller, Pastor Eric Miller. He's probably the most ready example that I'm the most familiar with, because the shit he was implying about Philip, how we were all gay for him and sexually attracted to him and all this stuff, that's A-logging. Like, kind of implying that a lot of male detractors were gay for him. And also that video of him implying that he had actual interviews of people who went to high school with Phil and interviewed Phil, and it was just him doing voices. But he tried to pass that off as, like, real shit. That's A-log spurg posting. Like, I understand it was supposed to be a joke, but it seemed to me that he was unironically presenting those interviews as, like, real shit, and then he got mad at people for calling it a spurg post, and here we are, you know?
partner support and the legal team. I've contacted both. They both gave me the big blow off and don't care. And that's the end of it for me. Okay?
Sound good?
Also, yes, Paul, thank you. Thank you for the clarification. The pastor is not a pastor. That's a very important thing to point out. Big ups Prophet for doing the work on that. Prophet basically did research for like I think all 50 states and found that Eric Miller was never ordained in any of them. So that also automatically makes him kind of a-loggy when he's using religion, when he's not like a real ordained religious person. All right, so we're gonna get into this for a second. This is one of my favorite DSP sagas. This is actually from the Darks Fadil channel. If you look at it, I love this so much. I remember watching it when it was like on, because I have to confess, I was an unironic DSP fan around this time. And the Return of the King saga is one of the best. Thank you, Lefty. I appreciate you. Yeah, we could try and explain A-logging all day, but you know it when you see it. And there's been shit lately that's been very A-loggy. So be aware. Yeah, Google it or rewind the stream. This is an amazing saga having to do with copyright. This was posted on May 5th, 2010. I was an unironic fan at this time, and I watched this, and I remember actually laughing out loud pretty hard while watching this. Both at, like, the amazing promo that it is, because it is very much a wrestling promo in every sense of the term, and also just incredibly cringe. You'll see. Here we go. This is something Phil posted himself. I'm just gonna let it cook. Isn't this the most 2010 shit? Howard, big ups!
Guess who's back, motherfuckers? That's right. That's right. They tried to take me down. They tried to get me off YouTube. They tried to shut me up. Fuck those motherfuckers. The king is back. That's right.
I also want to point out, like, my teeth ain't the greatest. Here, let me find it. I think he's missing a tooth. Hold on, let me find it. I think... Where is it? Right here. Right. There's a tooth missing. I'm pretty sure there's a tooth missing. Right here. He's missing this. He's missing this tooth right here. It's pretty bad. Yeah, he's literally missing a tooth. Right here. Wow. Oh my god.
The king is back. That's right. As you can see, thank God, my channel, Darkside Phil, has been restored on YouTube. So, awesome. I feel like
Visible Dimwit is you might be jerking me around, but is that actual lore? Is that actual lore? Did he lose teeth in the car accident? I mean, I wouldn't be surprised. I've been in car accidents. I've never sustained a face injury or lost teeth, but it wouldn't surprise me.
We really, didn't give up.
He's definitely missing a tooth there, though.
Stuck in there, and I'm back, and I'm fucking pumped, and I'm ready to go. So right off the bat, let's get started.
I don't know, Paul.
A little bit about what happened.
He could have gotten like a bridge or an implant.
Who didn't know or was wondering what happened to my channel for over 2 weeks now. Basically, I already had 2 copyright strikes against me on this Darkside Phil channel. One for my Grand Theft Auto 4 gameplay of The Lost and Damned, which I did last year.
I remember him mentioning that he burnt his face.
So there were always
which I want to say, I have friends that have had third-degree burns on their neck and face, and they're there forever. Like if he burned his face truly as bad as he makes it sound, there would be scarring. Like, I have a good friend that has third-degree burns on her neck that she got as a child, as like a toddler, because she was playing with matches and got third-degree burns, and they're there like forever. So I've always thought that it was bullshit when he said that his face was badly burned or whatever. It's just not. No amount of skin grafts or cosmetic surgery that he would do would make you look this good after being burnt.
The threat that if you get a third strike, that the channel will get shut down. Well, I played for over a year with no problems whatsoever, never had to issue copyrights, and then all of a sudden when I was playing Splinter Cell Conviction on this channel, as you know, if you're a subscriber or a viewer, I got shut down. I got a copyright strike against me for...
Yeah, dude. Misery Merchant, exactly. You can get a friction burn, which is very common. I've gotten in a car accident, and I've gotten a friction burn from an airbag. That's a thing. It's very common. Most people get it. Friction burns will go away. Friction burn is generally like surface level. But he says all the time, quote, "My whole face got burned, dude." It's like, no, you gotta rub a friction burn. I'm not diminishing the pain of getting slapped in the face with an airbag, because it is painful. But goddamn, like, what a liar.
In particular, and YouTube had said it was Ubisoft that put up that copyright claim.
I also just want to set the record straight for him and everybody in chat. It's not Ubisoft, it's Ubisoft, because the name of the company is Ubiquitous Software. That's literally what it means, ubiquitous software. So please, everybody, this includes Phil, this includes everybody in the chat, please just say Ubisoft, because it is so much more pleasing on the ears than Ubisoft. Ubisoft sounds like the dumbest, most retarded thing. Just say Ubisoft. Come on.
And they shut down my channel. So I flipped out. First of all, I did not give up. I went to my alternate channel, the King of Hate HD, which is my partner channel with YouTube. I explained this.
Shiny Teeth, don't do this to me. Ubiquitous software.
Was not to be a negative and not to try to tell everyone to go out ape shit and go shit all over.
Also, his mix is really bad on this.
But to investigate.
This is not me.
What really happened? So I created 2 new channels, DSP Gaming and DSP Street Fighter.
This is not me. His mix is just dog shit.
At the same time, my fans went to Ubisoft's website and basically just said, "What the fuck is going on? Why did you shut down Darkside Phil?" So we fought the good fight. I disputed the copyright claims, all of them, that basically were against this channel with YouTube. But YouTube said it could take up to 2 weeks for them to clear up, as long as no one argued or disputed them. And then basically what happened was Ubisoft came out last week and said, "Listen, we didn't put a copyright strike against us."
I do have to say, for the record, I'm a big Ubisoft apologist. I like The Division 2. I like Ghost Recon Wildlands. Like, I like some of that Ubi slop. I like it. So you can debate me, you can fight me, but I like that. I like that Ubi slop. It's very good.
Erroneous. Someone's using our name or improperly representing themselves as us. It wasn't us. We wouldn't do that to Darkside Phil. So
Square Enix, always Square Enix. That's how the people from Square Enix pronounce it. Like, whenever you hear them at like press briefings, they say Square Enix. And whenever you hear Yves Guillemot get up for like a Ubisoft briefing, he says Ubisoft in his like French Canadian way or whatever. So I just go with what he Lefty. I don't know. I was looking through this yesterday, and I was looking through his Dark Sfadil channel yesterday for copyright stuff, and I found this, and it jogged my memory of seeing it in 2010. Squeenix, that's right. Misery Merchant's got the solve. Just call it Squeenix because it's funny. I'm a Giant Bomb fan, and the guys at OG Giant Bomb used to just call it Squeenix, which is really funny.
come to find out, it was some third-party guy. No one knows who he is. He went by the name Steve Jones. No one really knows who the hell he is. YouTube basically got duped by this guy into thinking that he really did work for Ubisoft. Ubisoft, and they shut down my channel. So we had to wait a little bit longer, but finally another week has passed and my channel is back. That Ubisoft copyright claim has been removed. I also have pending counterclaims against all of the Grand Theft Auto copyright strikes, so I'm hoping that in another 2 weeks those will be gone too, and then I'll only have one strike against me, in which case I'm pretty much safe.
That's why, like, I really want one of the channels hit by this. I'm trying to think, like, who, if there's a channel where someone shows their face, like if there's a detractor channel that makes their face known, I want them to do this when they get their channel restored. I want, like, Aqua Teal to cut a promo. She doesn't show her face, but I think it'd be really funny if Aqua Teal cut a promo and be like, those fuckers tried to shut me down. It'd be really, really funny. Because honestly, if this ever happened to Taken L's and we got our shit yanked and restored, I would totally cut this promo. I would make the most magical wrestling promo you could ever imagine.
Thank you. First of all, before we even talk about the future, thank you to everyone who supported me through this whole ordeal. It was amazing the amount of support I got. I mean,
amazing.
Not hundreds, thousands of messages that
thousands.
I received. Fight the Good Fight DSP. We're right there with you. We love what you do. We love your commentary on YouTube. We really support you. So many people made videos. I couldn't believe it. Just the amount of people making videos saying, DSP was unfairly closed down. You gotta get support for him. You gotta spread the word. A lot of people actually spread the word about my new channels that I created. So special thanks again to Blame Truth, because he has a very popular YouTube channel for gaming, and he went ahead and made a whole video about it. And I really appreciate that. I saw a lot of people come and say, well, we're here because Blame Truth told us to check it out. We're sorry your channel got shut down. But what I really am impressed by...
Whoa, that was, you hear that? That was a vintage voice crack right here.
Sorry your channel got shut down. But what I really am...
Really? That's some falsetto type shit right there. Really? Wow.
Impressed by is that when my channel came back, I only lost like 300 subscribers. So that means that you guys like what I do so much that you stuck in there.
You guys
did not unsubscribe. That's fucking amazing. I was planning on coming back to maybe like half of what I started with and said, oh shit, well it's time to rebuild. I'm right back where I started. In fact, I'm actually better off now than I was, because so many people saw that my channel came back. They had a flood of subscriptions come in, and now I've reached over 60,000 subscribers.
Thank you, Nerd Brew. Thank you.
I hope you understand how much I appreciate the support. It was
bodybuilder chins visible
the
dimwit.
positivity that's come from it. Now I have my original channel back, my partner channel, the King of Hate HD. And
yeah, he didn't even bother to loop it. That's the thing, Lefty. When I want a song to keep going in the timeline, at least I bother to loop it. I properly loop it. He didn't even loop it. And looping a song is just is easy. That's basic editing. You find a good drum beat to like a nice bridge or whatever, and you can loop that bridge forever. That's how I make the Misery Merchant instrumental songs. That's how I make the Phil's Day Off instrumental by Misery Merchant. Big ups, by the way. That's why I make a 2-minute song last like 8 minutes, because I just keep looping that motherfucker. It's very loopable. Thank you, Misery Merchant, for making your stuff like so easy to loop. It's so good.
I have 2 new channels, and that leads me into my segue of what I actually want to talk about now. My plans for the future, what I'm going to be doing, and this is the perfect time to really start talking about the introduction of.
And don't worry, there's a second part. I'm gonna go send some beg tweets for a minute.
On YouTube.
But I'll be back. Hold on.
First of all, what I want to talk about is the King of Hate HD. This is a channel that I've had now for about a year. It's my partner channel with YouTube, so I can't put any gaming footage up on that channel. However, what I can do is use that channel as the main place where I can put vlogs, or vlogs as some people call them instead of blogs. You fucking fancy pants motherfuckers. So that you know what's going on. What my plans are for the future, what games I'm planning on playing, things that are just going on in my life with YouTube, with other things, with trips. I'll probably have status updates there on what's going to happen with SBO, Super Battle Opera, and the qualifiers for that. And basically, that's the main page where you can go and say, gee, I just want to know what's going on with DSP this week. That's where you can go for that. I'll also put up other non-gaming related footage, such as if I go on a trip. Like I did last year, I went to Chicago and my whole trip was up there. Or I visited a local zoo and my trip was up there. That's the kind of stuff that I'll have on the King of Hate HD. So if you haven't, I strongly suggest, if you're subscribed to this channel right now, jump over to the King of Hate HD and subscribe, because that's really going to be the only way you're going to know and be able to keep track of everything that's going on all 3 channels at the same time. Actually, I'm going to tell you a little more about all 3 channels in just a moment. So what do I mean when I say all 3 channels?
This one.
The plan here is to specialize content.
I want you to drink this shot right here. This is great. A couple things I see. He's got that weird like octopus lamp thing. It's obviously positioned like here to the right of the frame because it's casting shadow, very sharp shadow over this speaker, his couch, and him. Just very bad lighting in general. He needs a fill light right here. Fill light. And love that he's got the stick in the shot, and I love that we've got his hairy legs. It's great. This is the best shot. This is the best shot. Let's see how. Oh, this is as high as we go, Lefty. 720. 720, 20. I think this is 720, 24 frames. I'm pretty sure.
On each channel to cater to the audience. So, for example, if you're really into Street Fighter like I am.
Yeah, he looks like if Bobby Hill was sitting on the couch holding a hitbox. This is what you'd have. Like if you were to tell ChatGPT or your chosen AI to make a real life depiction of Bobby Hill playing video games, it'd probably be this. And I think it's really funny.
You want to see me continue to play Super Street Fighter 4, continue to practice for Super Battle Opera, and play Super...
No, Visible Dimwit, you're incorrect. This is not the casting couch. If you want to see the casting couch, go back to Chaos Realms. Hold on, I'll take a field trip for a sec. Where's my other... I had another... Here, I'll pull this tab. We're going to take a field trip to Chaos Realms for a second. What is it? Chaos... I'll show you the casting couch. I think it's Chaos Realms 400. Chaos Realms 01. Yes! I'll show you the casting couch. I'll show you. It's great. I'm looking for specific. Is it here? Is it Horizon Zero Dawn? Probably. Let's go to part 1. Horizon Zero Dawn. Here it is. You want to see the casting couch? I'll show you. Ready? Ready? Take this. Take that. I'm doing a bad job resizing all of this. But see the couch behind Catherine Burnell? Behind me? That is the literal casting couch. Check it out. That is the literal cast. Like this looks like, for any of you porn style individuals, this looks like one of those sus backroom casting couch sets. It looks really bad. Because she's got like the wood panel doors in the basement. It's dingy. It's poorly lit. And she's got that fucking couch. That same black leather weird couch. So you wanted to see a casting couch? Phil's condo couch is not it. This is it though. Catherine Burnell had the casting couch. There we go. Short derailment. I just had to make a quick correction on that. Because this is nothing like the casting couch, but Cat's basement might as well have been one of those sets from the sus casting couch porn videos.
Turbo with my friends, then you're going to want to go to the channel DSP Street Fighter. It's been up for several weeks now. It's very successful. In fact, in this first week...
It's very successful because I tell you it's successful.
Pretty much been in the top 100 most viewed on YouTube every single day. In fact, the other day, I think it was number 5 most viewed on YouTube, which is insane. I mean, my Dark Side Phil channel, the highest I've ever gotten, was number 3 most viewed on YouTube.
I like the hand numbers. That's always really fun.
And that most highly viewed in just the first week is amazing. So again, I thank you, the fans, for doing that. But anyway, some other things.
This
that
claps.
It's not just going to be, you know, tournament footage and things like that for Street Fighter. You're going to see casual matches with my friends.
One thing that bothers me is that, like, he's not making good use of his space. If he wanted, he should make this smaller and he should put it here. He should put it, because he's got empty space to the left or the right of him. And this is just like, Misery Merchant, you probably know, this is just very mistakenly framed. The camera's crooked. What he should have done if he wanted to present text on screen is he should have picked a side. My preference would be for him to sit here on the left and put the text here. He should use all this empty space to put the text instead of covering his fight stick and his crotch with it. Because the fight stick is obviously very important to him. If he's talking about Street Fighter, he's obviously trying to, like, LARP as some Street Fighter aficionado, authority figure, and it's covering that shit up. Come on, Phil.
You're going to see joystick tutorials, which, by the way, there's a tutorial up on this joystick, basically.
We saw a joystick tutorial that's called May 1st, 2016. Hey!
You might be interested in that if you're into Super Street Fighter.
Hey, look! There's some competency. He did what I just said. There's some competency to this edit. He's using empty space to put a pip up here. Wow, dude.
There's going to be training videos. There's going to be techniques like character tutorials.
That's incredible.
Games like Super Street Fighter 4. I'm planning on doing.
He still should sit here, scale this out, make it bigger. It'd be way better production if he, like, planned his framing. If his intention was always to do this, he should have sat here then, and he should stretch this out so it looked like a competent picture-in-picture. That would actually look kind of cool.
No, it's just like I did for Street Fighter 4 last year, and pretty much I just want to get as much Street Fighter related content as I can on that channel. The reason I'm doing it on its own channel is, unfortunately, when you do play that kind of game, you might have a couple matches that are 2 or 3 minutes long, and so you end up with a lot of videos. We're talking about 30 videos in one sitting, and a lot of people just don't like that much spamming their inbox. So if you are into that, subscribe.
It's all right,
to
Misery
DSP
Merchant.
Fighter.
No worries.
If you haven't checked it out, go over there right now and check it out. That's where all the new Street Fighter footage is going. But what about all the game footage, the new stuff?
Great transition. Amazing. Amazing.
Are into that, subscribe to DSP Street Fighter, and if you haven't checked it out, go over there right now and check it out. That's where all the new Street Fighter footage is.
There's a name for this. I forgot what it's called. I think it's called the circular box transition or something. It's like rotating box or something. It's like a vintage Windows Movie Maker transition. Like these are OG Windows Movie Maker. Oh man, this is great.
But what about all the game footage, the new stuff?
And of course, it's him on the shitter.
Game playthroughs and things that I'm going to be doing. Well, that's all going to now be continuing on this new channel that I created called DSP Gaming. So if you're really interested in
big
new
ups.
games coming out this year, you want
What's
to
up,
see co-op,
Zoomer
gameplay
Doomer
with my friends,
Ziggy?
John
I almost
Rambo,
didn't say your name.
etc. You really want to see that kind of footage? That's the
Yeah,
place to go.
Ziggy, these are vintage
if you
Windows
haven't
Movie
seen it
Maker
yet, if you
transitions.
haven't
I
checked
love
out
it.
yet,
And everybody knows this text and this drop shadow. It is classic. What's up, Ludwig? Why? Because I felt like it. I felt like streaming, and I felt like talking about the copyright shit, which I did. If you want to see that, rewind the stream, please. This is tangentially related to the copyright shit. So
if you haven't checked it out yet, go over to DSP Gaming right away and subscribe. That's where all the new
Very
gameplay
meaningful.
is going to be.
Very meaningful.
Last but certainly not least.
Oh
you
yeah,
wanna know what's gonna happen
ladies.
With this channel, the Dark Side Phil channel, which is the channel I started out with, and
I wonder if a young Panda Lee saw these legs and were like, I want that. I want that right now. I hope he slides into my DMs and asks me for my number. I want that.
built up from scratch. Well, what I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep this channel.
that leg move is so oh wait. Hold on.
From scratch. Well, what I've decided.
So he's got a pillow behind his legs. Okay, let's figure this out. He's got a pillow behind his legs. He's propping his left arm up with this pillow. What the fuck is he doing? He doesn't even know how to like relax properly.
What I've decided to do is I'm going to go ahead and keep this channel.
And is he wearing
and use
slippers?
this for
I can't
basically
tell.
An archive of the footage that I've already
Not
set
me.
up. So, for example, you're still going to.
I've got a lady style individual that has nice legs. I'm spoken for.
Playthrough. All the best best playthroughs, which people basically said, you know, Fallout 3, they're really just classics of DSP, and we love watching them over again and again. And, you know, God forbid that I would lose them again. I don't want to put too much new content on this channel because I'd be afraid that I might possibly get a copyright strike again.
So he's been talking about the idea of DSP Classic since 2010. Since 2010. So DSP Throwback, I didn't even like internalize this until now, but DSP Throwback is a 2010 idea. Like literally a 2010 idea that he's just doing now.
Against me again. So I think really this channel is going to primarily be just for an archive.
So to be perfectly honest and transparent with you guys, the copyright strikes against Raw Phil are the reason you're getting these videos, because there was an amazing video that Raw Phil posted either last week or the week before of Phil bitching about copyright with a Bluetooth headset in. Ziggy probably knows the one I'm talking about. It's one where this is a great pause. It's one where he's got a Bluetooth headset in and he's like, and his shirt says bow to the king. And he's like bopping to music and he's bitching about copyright. It's so fucking funny. But then Raw Phil, out of an abundance of caution, had to hide all of his videos. By the way, anybody affected by any of this copyright strike stuff, hope you land on your feet. Hope everybody does okay. But God, this is a good substitute for that, I think, because this is just as cringe, and this pause is amazing.
Maybe at the end of the year, what I might
he just looks like a big baby.
Video series of top 10 best, top 10 worst, etc. This might be the channel that I put those up because that's definitely more.
That's kind of my take on it, Lefty. You can see where this would have been entertaining at the time.
So this channel,
there's some character to this, at least.
DSP
Rebrand
Classics, and I'm going to have that name up in the corner of the channel.
Top 10
still exist. However, this is just an archive of previous footage with maybe a couple, one or two new things thrown in here during the year. What I will do here is if there's a brand new series somewhere else, like for example,
big up Splinter Cell.
Street Fighter series on DSP Street Fighter, or if I'm starting a new important game on DSP Gaming, what I'll probably do
Splinter
is
Cell Conviction is amazing, by the way.
Link to over there.
I love Splinter Cell Conviction.
Can do that. You can actually make your main video not a video that you've uploaded on that particular channel. So I might do that so that really this channel will be a hub for if you want to see
Splinter Cell Conviction is more of a John Wick game than Splinter Cell Blacklist, because Splinter Cell Conviction didn't even give you the option to non-lethally subdue anybody. You were killing everybody you ever came into contact with. What's up, D-Dog?
Those are my ideas
How are you?
right now, and I really, again, I thank you so much for supporting this channel and getting it back. I don't want a chance losing anything on this channel again, so it's going to be primarily just for archiving. So that's pretty much it. Just to recap.
I love these. Big ups Bush Light, by the way. Check it out. He's got a Bush Light beer on a coaster next to his phone. This is the most 2010 Phil. And look at this canted camera angle. It's canted, it's tilted down. It's just, yeah, it looks kind of sideways. Oh man, there's so much we can read into this shot. He's got his own YouTube pages up. It's great. This is great. Not an alcoholic. Yes, he is cut off by his own transition. That's the point I wanted to make. Thank you, Lefty. But I got derailed by this Bush Light just casually sitting. Also, the coaster is hanging off the desk, which is annoying me. It's setting off my potential OCD tendencies. Holy shit. Let's see. That looks like he's got a box of tissues and a Bush Light there. You know what he's doing. You know what he's doing.
All the new...
And he's got a phone, so he can call Angela. So big ups, Angela.
Gameplay footage, it's going to be DSP Gaming for any...
Hey, cattywampus, I love that term. Thank you for using that term, Misery Merchant, because I use it all the time in like my IRL public life, and nobody knows what it means. I love the term cattywampus. I had a teacher, an elementary school teacher that used to be a military drill instructor, and he would always say, this line is cattywampus, you need to fix it. So I don't know if it's a military term, but all I know is my sixth grade teacher, who was I think he was a naval drill instructor, used to say it all the time, and I loved it. I thought it was the funniest thing as a kid.
Thing things, all kinds of stuff related to fighting games of Street Fighter. It's DSP Street Fighter for
I'm thinking
the
so.
archives of all my previous
Yeah,
footage, my 7,000
dude, thank you for confirming my theory. Yeah, because this dude was a drill instructor, and like he wasn't a hard ass by the time he was retired from the military and teaching 6th grade. We were kids, we were children. He was nice to us, but he would say, "All right, you need to fix this line. It's cattywampus. Go fix it." It's like, we're not moving until you fix this cattywampus line. And I would always just laugh because I thought it was a goofy word.
Plus videos, which has now been restored on YouTube. It's going to be Dark Side Phil, but I'm going to rename it DSP Classics. So you'll see the name will say DSP Classics, but you can find it by searching Dark Side Phil. And then the King of Hate HD for my vlogs, for
vlogs
on everything that I'm planning to do, things going on in my
No,
life,
it was
and
not Major
related,
Pain,
gaming
unfortunately.
footage.
Oh, does Major Pain say
I
it?
just want to say thank you so much to all the fans. You guys really stuck in there. You kept a positive attitude along with me, and together we did it. We got the channel
That's
back.
right.
The DSP
He's gonna call into alphaism. He's got it. He's got his beer, he's got his phone, and he's got his computer. So he's ready.
Gaming Network is now in full effect. Just for everyone to know, the new footage that's will be coming out this week is going to be pretty much.
Also, I'd like to point out, this is me being like a tech snob. He had a 4x3 monitor in 2010. Come on, dude. I had a widescreen monitor. I had a widescreen CRT monitor back at that time. It was CRT, but it was widescreen. It was huge.
Fighter 4 related. There's still a lot of things I want to do with different Madness series, try out different character tutorials and things like that. And then once that finally dies down, we've got some new games coming up this month. We've got Lost Planet 2. We've got possibly the new Prince of Persia if I could squeeze it in.
Yeah, this is 2010.
I definitely want to try Alan Wake.
I think. Let's see.
Possibility of Red Dead Redemption. I'm not sure because last time I did a game.
Yeah, May 5th. May 5th, 2010.
Those copyright claims. If I can get those on Grand Theft Auto 4 resolved, I'll definitely be a lot.
Oh, you had a flat screen. Heather had a flat screen in 2010. Well, I was a poor college kid in 2010, so I got a secondhand giant widescreen CRT from a friend of mine, and it was awesome. It was like actually awesome for FPS.
Just resolve if they put up some bullshit claims. So anyway, in conclusion, everyone, raise your glasses. Let's have a toast.
Oh,
Drinking
on video. Let's fucking go. All right, Phil.
And for gamers all around the world sticking up for what we believe in,
get your drinks.
For our rights and getting justice when it comes down to it.
Getting justice.
There can be a happy ending, even for the bad guy. That's fucking awful. Oh god. This is DSP.
Gotta chew. Wait. So you're saying Bush Light is fun? Well, I agree. I agree with you. But why'd you buy it, dude? This was like at your peak time. You could afford the good shit. Come on.
I want to say it's good to be the fucking king.
I showed this because this was a very old instance of him like talking about copyright, and the difference between him in 2010 talking about copyright and him in 2024, it's like the dude's neutered, man. It's like he's absolutely neutered. I find the juxtaposition really funny, because he was just getting paid for existing at this point, and it was a lot. Also, I don't know why I included this, but let's see. I think I just wanted to get a channel update from the time, just for context, because I listened to part of this and it felt like a pre-stream. So you guys can tell me if this feels like a pre-stream. Look at this. We got the black shirt. The black shirt's on. Oh, I know why. You'll hear why I picked this video out in a second. There's a specific thing that he talks about here on this day in 2010, and he's still talking about it. So this is April 12th. So for context, this is 5 weeks before the video we just watched, when the copyright stuff was starting, I believe. But listen to what he talks about. If you told me the only thing that indicates that this was not recorded yesterday is the setting, and you'll see why. Well, here we go.
What's up, everyone? It's DSP with another channel update. Excuse me again. just like a couple weeks ago, you know, spring is in full effect. I got my back door open, got some circulation going here where in the condo, and my allergies are killing me. My throat's been killing me for a couple days. Got a little bit of drippage. I've been, you know,
drippage.
all day, and
Big
this
ups.
happens every year, a couple of weeks every year. So bear with me if I have to clear my throat a couple times. But anyway, I want to start.
I just found it funny that he said, "Excuse me, I have allergies. It may cause me to excessively clear my throat and you know, whatever. Postnasal drip, this. And he said, "It's around this time of year I have allergies." You still got it. You still got it, Phil. You still got it. If anything, it's worse. Like, take your medicine, dude.
Start this channel update out by saying thank you to all the people who gave me happy birthday wishes in the past week. If you don't know, I don't know how you could possibly not, because of the amount of people who spammed it all over my channel and all over my videos.
Everyone's been saying it's my birthday, dude.
Over 1,000 people have basically wished me happy birthday, and that's awesome. Like, I didn't really expect that people were going to care that much, because I just kind of, you know, said it in passing. But thank you, I appreciate that. Also, thank you to the.
He does this with his head a lot. He goes,
donate for my birthday and said, you know, we like what you do. Please keep doing it. Here's a donation. Happy birthday.
"Oh, see, I only listened like a few seconds in because I wanted to say this." So he's asking, he got birthday donations. He got birthday donations in 2010. In 2010, he got birthday donations. Oh my God.
I appreciate that.
The money buff.
Money is going to go to good
The
use,
money buff was in full
and
effect
it's
in
gonna go towards
2010.
game-related stuff on this channel.
Amazing.
And speaking of that, going along with that vein, the SBO qualifiers for Super Turbo, there's been an update.
And
Basically,
asked for
I spoke
more.
to my friend
Good
Jason
point.
Wilson. He's saying tentatively, it looks like it's
Or I
going to
meant
be
to
the
highlight
weekend of
this one.
July
Sorry, D-Dog.
24th
He did
this
ask for
year,
more.
where they're going to have the Super Turbo qualifiers to whoever.
He is filled with the oddly
three separate
shaped head. Here,
tournaments.
hold on, let
There's
me.
a team of 3 people.
gotta
who, if
move
you
this
win
down.
a tournament, you basically are going to get
My layouts
money
are kinda
towards a plane
buggy.
ticket
Sorry,
to fly to
everybody.
Japan and participate in the Super Battle Opera World Tournament for Super Turbo. I am definitely, you know, as you know, if you've been following the channel, I've been practicing week after
And we
week,
get a
every
Super
weekend.
Turbo
I go to
reference?
my friend's house, and we've been playing on his cabinet. John Rambo's also in the mix with
That friend is Howard, I believe.
and he's really pumped for it. So keep that in mind. I'm not going to give any concrete details yet, simply because they don't exist. As I hear more, I will let everyone know. For example, locations, you know, actual, you know, concrete dates, how to register.
What are you talking about? He's a gifted public speaker. What are you speaking of? He always says how he's like the best public speaker on YouTube. Come on, man.
Things like that. But one thing that's cool about this tournament is it's not just going to be Super Turbo. It's
Yeah,
also
big ups
Street Fighter
Howard's
4,
house. That's right.
Tekken 6 as well. So if you're into either of those,
But I thought they
games,
weren't
you might wanna see
friends.
us guys playing and trying to qualify, but you want
thought
to
they
play
weren't
something
friends.
else. It's an opportunity to go out and hang out, meet a lot of people, but at the same time also play some cool newer games and maybe have it be your first tournament experience. Who knows? That's going to be in Nashville, but like I said, more to come as the details solidify. Going along with the Street Fighter you know, line of thinking, Super Street Fighter 4. I finally got some.
All right, I'm done with this. I'm done with this. I think I proved my point that he's the same guy. He's the same guy as he was. Let's get on to the This Is How You Don't Play of Wolfenstein II, the new Colossus by Angularity. I did the Wolfenstein New Order for Christmas, the Christmas Eve one. And I feel like watching this one because this is a game I love. I adore this game a lot. It's one of my favorites. It's a really great FPS. But yes, my point to showing those is that he never changed. But let's get into it. Let's get into This Is How You Don't Play. Wolfenstein the New Colossus by Angularity. It is 1 hour and 44 minutes long, so not too long, but it's going to be fun. Oh, big ups copyright disclaimer. Whoa. RIP headphone users. Machine Games is complete idiots.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, are you ready? In 19 seconds, it's time for the launch of Wolfenstein.
The music
2, the
mixing
new
was a little
Colossus, live
sus.
here on stream and recording for YouTube, live as the game unlocks on my dashboard. Let's get ready to kick some butt with BJ Blazkowicz returning after a long hiatus, right? It's been a few years since we had a Wolfenstein game. Let's do this. Look at that, he's walking on a pile of helmets.
This always really, like, sets me off a little bit when he doesn't do, like, the beginning stuff. He doesn't do, like, the calibration. When I stream, I do all the calibration stuff off stream. I just do it. I missed Old Blood completely. It's on sale. I think it's on sale right now on Steam. I might pick it up. People tell me it's good and that I need to play it, but I love New Order and I love New Colossus. I don't remember why I didn't get Old Blood at the time. I think I just wasn't playing a lot of games because I didn't have a lot of money when Old Blood came out, but I need to play Old Blood. But I'm assuming it's good because it's an expansion to New Order, which I love that game. Prequel, I believe.
Hold on. Yes. Can I play, Daddy? Don't hurt me. Oh, bring him
He
on.
should play on the baby difficulty.
Do or die.
He should unironically play on the baby difficulty.
And then, mein Leben.
Mein Leben. Come on, dude.
Oh, here we go. So medium difficulty for the casual gamer, medium difficulty for the experienced gamer.
Oh, the mustache?
Difficulty
Yeah, it's
for the
great.
Experienced gamer. His face looks calm, right? He's not too excited.
Did they?
I'm gonna go for that.
You're making me think.
Bring him on.
I might have it on Epic. Let me see.
Business over in Dallas.
I tend to redeem the stuff on Epic.
Boy, he hurt you so bad.
Oh man, look.
Stressed.
It says mom. His mom got beat up.
I'm searching my Epic library now.
Porridge. Which one would you?
No, I don't have it
guess
on
what?
Epic. Must have
My
missed
audio
it.
glitched again.
The game glitched.
I gotta fix it. This is happening with every game now on my PS4. I think my PS4 is breaking. Hold on. I gotta unplug and replug in the cord, and then the audio will come back.
No, it's probably an HDMI handshake issue. Just get a different cable. Just get a different cable. And he left this in. Dude, if this were me and I was like a minute or two deep into a part, I would just delete that part and restart. What's wrong with you?
What a pain in the ass. It's always during a cutscene too. It's always seems to be during a cutscene that this happens.
He does not know better.
He knows goddamn well not to spend time with some dirty little nigger girl.
Oh!
I will not let you hurt
Rip Blaskovich.
anymore.
What a prick.
No idea what it's like to suffer like I do. I saw them two together, Sophia.
Open this up.
Getting sweet.
Open
with
it up.
each
I'll play
other
punch it
under
back with my
the
dad's
poplar
balls.
tree.
Open it up.
This
I'm perfect
cannot
height.
happen.
Open it.
I have worked too hard for too damn long to lose my reputation because my boy is sweet on some nigga.
Oh, yeah.
In life,
This is why we don't run ads on the videos, because this is definitely gonna get demonetized.
Punish the dog.
you got to punish the animals out there.
Yep.
It's kill or be killed, the old and the weak.
If he thinks this is fun, dude, look at this weird, like, gleeful face he's got when you're about to shoot this fucking dog. Look at this sociopath, dudes. Oh my god.
Oh man, he's gonna make me kill the dog. Oh.
Dirty bodies, cockroaches, doing everything in their power to rob the white man of what he's
I mean, you don't have to shoot the dog.
Why are they shooting the bulletproof glass? They're a bunch of idiots. What the hell? Did they explode? Dude, I think they shot the glass, it exploded, and it killed them. They killed
What the hell?
They killed themselves.
I never
A
shoot the
bunch of
dog.
idiots.
I mean, the dog dies either way. But I can't in good conscience shoot at the dog. I always miss the shot, and then Rip kills the dog.
Oh, look who it is.
He's gonna start talking about a schmeckel soon. Which I believe is Yiddish for penis, I believe.
There you go.
So Phil is gonna start laughing. And he just told him not to move a muscle, so.
Now they have to give BJ a cool nickname like Rollout or Wheeler or something like that related to a wheelchair, just to be like insensitive. You were trying to verschluckte in her Sheboygan, but then your schmeckel wouldn't get hard.
There we go, yep, schmeckel jokes.
What's going on?
Yep.
This music is for good.
Big ups Mick Gordon. This game has an amazing Mick Gordon score.
Hit him right in the schmeckle. Come on, right in the schmeckle. Take it. Oh shit. Where'd you come from? You tried to Sheboygan me.
Dogs are too much work. Oh, you know what? That would totally be Phil. He'd be like, dogs are too much work, dude. We got a cat because it's easier to take care of.
Jerk.
Didn't he say that on one of the family streams? Didn't he say we got Jasper because it's easy to take care of?
Bitch from the first game. She's back.
Frau Engel.
Mother, it's her daughter. Her daughter's in the game.
Too bad. I know. Too bad. He's gifted. He's like truly a gifted. Truly gifted.
Nah, just yelling at her for being fat.
Right. Because, yeah.
A small slice of cake. Looks like she ate 4 cakes.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to a new edition
yes!
of DSP Trial.
Yes!
Oh my, look at this. All right. I'm going to do it. Here we go.
I'm not gonna lie, that looks greasy but good. It's probably tasty as fuck.
Is that her or not? It looks like the same body type and the voice sounds the same, but she doesn't look like her face is messed up.
No, they have cybernetics. The Nazis have cybernetics in this timeline. She's got a fake face, dude.
Yeah, they're purposely staying away from her face.
She got her face ripped off. They'll show it.
Oh, that's her. Yeah, so your face is messed up. Trying to be stealthy.
You're in a wheelchair, dude.
Doing this.
Or no, he's not. It's not the wheelchair part.
Well, fucking shit.
He has the suit, power armor.
Maintenance workers know. Very important. I gotta read that now.
The stealth in this game is super finicky. I don't think he's going to be able to do it at all. I remember the stealth in this game being really touchy. Where this game actually gives you, like, every incentive to go loud.
Oh my god. Brutal. Well, reinforcement showed up and killed me. God damn it.
What I would do is I would just stealthily, I would just shoot the officers, like, right away before they could call for backup. And then just clear the room.
What the fuck? Dude, I walked over him. I walked over the officer.
Dude, I walked over him.
What the? I was trying to grab his items, and then I was gonna look up and fire, but it wouldn't grab all the items. It kept cycling through different items saying max ammo.
You have to clear.
Damn it! Now I gotta clear the whole room again.
Yeah, clear the room. Dude.
God damn it.
Yeah, damn it.
Why is it not going away, this tooltip? I get it. Can I not fucking have this on my screen? That's cool. Dude, it won't go away.
That's
the tooltip
cool.
is glitched.
It's glitched.
The tooltip won't go away. What the hell? Well, okay then.
Just keep playing, dude. It's not that big a deal.
So any doors with yellow I can shoot. Cool. Oh, it's finally
I really, I'm gonna derail for a second. I watched season 2 of Reacher recently on Amazon Prime. I recommend it. It's very good, very brutal, like military procedural show. The guy who plays Jack Reacher, Alan Ritchson, would be an incredible BJ Blazkowicz if they chose to make him like he is BJ. The character of Jack Reacher is like literally BJ Blazkowicz. So they should just make that movie and have Alan Ritchson do it. It's Reacher is very good. I cannot recommend it enough. I don't shill a lot of TV because I don't like a lot of modern TV, but Reacher's fucking good. Like Reacher's incredible, so good.
Gross.
The thing is, like Alan Ritchson is a hunky beefcake. Like he is a giant hunky beefcake, but he's like unironically good at performing lines and acting in a way that like reminds me of like early Dwayne Johnson acting, because I feel like Dwayne Johnson has kind of lost a lot of his step in terms of like his acting prowess. He's kind of gotten bored. I see like the fire in Alan Ritchson. Like he wants to be the meathead you need for the roles he takes, but he also wants to be a good actor about it. Like he takes the performance very seriously. Where I think when The Rock shows up and stuff now, it's just a meme. Where like Alan Ritchson wants to bring emotion to his characters. Huh? But yes, Alan Ritchson should be BJ Blazkowicz. I'm surprised Amazon is not making that movie right now. No one was shooting at me. Also, by the way, this game is a cover shooter. At least the first half of this game is a cover shooter, basically.
Oh my god, I gotta do this all over again? What the hell?
Oh, he's in that! D-Dog, he's in that! I didn't know that. I saw a poster for that movie out in public. I don't know much about it. He could do He-Man.
Oh shit.
He's kind of the meathead that Hollywood needs right now. He's very good.
I ran out of ammo right in front.
He's like giant and all juiced up, but he's a good actor. He is. I like him.
That?
Yeah, dude, you're using your laser rifle for no reason. Of course they heard that.
Here he comes.
Oh, I didn't know that. I didn't know there was Alan Ritchson Rooster Teeth lore.
God damn it.
That's fun. See, to me, this game is about striking, moving, re-engaging. Striking, moving, re-engaging. Like, that's always what the Wolfenstein games are. It's like, you need to move.
And another guy flanks me from the side.
You need to move.
Annoying bastards.
He's not moving. The AI in this game is actually, like, pretty smart. If you stay in one spot, they will kill you.
Shit.
You have power armor, dude. Use it.
You only regenerate the 10 health. There's no freaking health in here.
I will say, Irie, this is more of a cover shooter than Doom. Like, you can play this as a cover shooter, but you need to move. The AI is just gonna flank you. Like, they will. It's like, did he ever play The Division? If he played The Division, I need to watch him play The Division. Because The Division has some of the smartest AI in terms of, like, fucking up your
I should
shit.
have put on fucking casual difficulty. Seriously, it's ridiculous.
Because in The Division, at least if you play the missions on the higher difficulties, that AI will fuck you. It will fuck you so hard if you just stay in one spot. I don't think he did either. I don't think he's into the loot, into that kind of looter shooter. I am. I love the looter shooter games. Like, Division 2 is a game that I just turn on every once in a while to, like, sink into. I find the grinding for gear aspect of Division 2 very satisfying.
Fuck.
Oh, he was Aquaman on Smallville. I stopped watching Smallville after, like, the first couple seasons. Because it got really off the rails. But I don't know, Smallville's good. Like, I liked it for what I watched it. I was also very young at the time. I was like a early teenager when Smallville was coming out. And I was just interested in other things.
And I immediately got shot in my ass.
Yeah, Heather. See, Division 2 is a very fun game, especially with friends. If you can get like a good group of people to just go around and chat and do missions with and grind with, it's really fun. But the thing is, like, Division 2 is very soloable. Like, you can solo that game. It's very accessible to solos now. It didn't used to be, but it is now. Like, I played Division 2 with a friend when it came out. Like, I played it all the way through with a friend when it came out. And it was very necessary to have at least one co-op partner when it came out. But I played Division 2 pretty much the story from end to end recently by myself, and I had no trouble with it. It was very, I'm not going to say easy, but it was very workable to solo it.
Why do I have no gun? Dude, I have no gun. My gun is glitched. I have no gun. Look,
The game's glitched.
I can't use a weapon. I can't even open the weapon wheel. I was glitched. Oh my god, dude.
Yeah, me too. I rotate between Division 2 and, like, Hitman. Those are the games I rotate between. I need to get back into my XCOM streams. I've been working late most nights, so I haven't had time to stream XCOM, but I need to get back to my XCOM streams on Logan K. Those were a lot of fun. D-Dog, I believe, was the first to perish. Big ups D-Dog. Yeah, D-Dog, I think, was the first detractor to perish on that playthrough.
Good lord, dude. This is so hard.
Thank you, William. The Hazmat is losing track of us now. Find your way back to the locker room. Bombate will let you out of there.
You did. I made bad decisions for you, D-Dog. I'm sorry. I've also been playing Last of Us No Return mode on PS5, and that is very addictive.
Oh my god.
He's not even aiming. What are you doing?
There's a stupid railing. I was just gonna walk right up to the guy and kill him, and I couldn't do it because the railing, I got stuck on it.
New XCOM.
Oh.
XCOM, War of the Chosen. So XCOM 2. XCOM 2 with expansions. Teemo. You can go and see some of it on my Logan K channel. I was on a roll for like a month or two, and I need to get back now. I've just been working so late during the week lately that I haven't had time to stream during the week, but I'd like to get back into it. Work should settle down for February. So...
Darn.
He doesn't have a sniper rifle? What's going on? You have to lead your knives, Phil.
God damn it.
Get fucked. It's in your contract? Okay, D-Dog. That's fine with me.
It's oversensitive.
Easy enough.
I wonder if there'll ever be an explanation, a full explanation, and like backstory to where the Nazis got all this crazy technology in the Wolfenstein universe. Because I don't believe they've ever actually shown, like, oh, they found it here, you know, and...
Yeah, they did. There is.
Civilization. They talk about it, they named it in this game, but they don't, you know, show it.
Okay. I'm gonna do a quick explanation.
That would be cool.
In this timeline, the Nazis fear the Jews because of mysticism. The mysticism of the Dot Deshut. And the Dot Deshut were an ancient Jewish society that had magics. And the Nazis went and found a bunch of the technology and then used the secret technology to create basically cement that was like ultra strong. But it turned out the cement that was ultra strong had this weird mold in it, and it was making people sick. And that's what the first game is kind of about, is that like all of these giant installations that the Nazis are building are falling down because it actually turns out that that cement has a half-life. And yeah, there's explanations within this series for where all of the tech comes from. Come on, dude.
Like, be there when the Nazis find this crazy tech. Was it aliens? Was it an actual race of humans who figured it out? You know, I don't know the full story, the full backstory on it.
They explained it all in New Order, like pretty plainly.
What's up, Barb? Oh, I never made my regular handgun suppressed. Let's do that. Now I have a silenced regular gun too.
I have a silenced regular gun.
Right now I have this freaking laser. Oh shit! I didn't mean to do that. Let me save. I seriously didn't mean to do that.
They also could have just made it. That's right. There's also heavy implications that in this timeline, the Nazis did not care about the human cost of technological advancement. So they just forged ahead. You know? Like, there's also that explanation as well.
Sneak up and vaporize this fuck.
But they do explain that some of the technology is due to the Nazis just not giving a fuck of the human cost of advancement, and also they found these magical relics from the dot to shoot. I can't really say the name, but there's a specific name for this society, and it is related to modern day Judaism in this timeline, which is why Hitler thinks Jews are a threat in this timeline. He thinks they're magical, so that's why.
He's covered in blood now.
That's right, Shiny Teeth. He can't remember anything. Yet, he thought Zelda Tears of the Kingdom was redundant because you already did all this stuff in Breath of the Wild. Good job, Phil.
What the fuck? Nice. The silence pistol worked. No one heard it. Damn.
Well, yeah, cool imp. They were also trying to put dead human heads onto different bodies and create zombies. They were doing a lot of fucked up shit in those camps, man. If you actually read, it's disgusting.
Huh? What? Where's it pointing? Right here. How do I do this? Do I go up and jump on top of it, maybe? Oh, look at this. There's gotta be a way inside. Is there a door or a hatch? How the fuck do I get on this thing? Dude, I don't see a door anywhere. Tell me here. Oh look, it is on top. There it is. That's gotta be a rooftop exit, or a rooftop entrance. So I gotta go up here. What the fuck was that? I have no idea.
Oh yeah, Hitler was big into the occult. Yes.
God damn it, I'm stuck. I gotta do it again. I must not jump in the right spot. No, I got more armor, cool.
This is not how you go, though.
Right there. There we go.
Yeah.
Now I'm in business.
Alright, I'm sneaking past everybody. Oh, fuck.
D-Dog, is that real? Is that where Dr. Scholes comes from? Was he some kind of Nazi scientist? That's wild if it's true. I don't know. I can't verify. Oh yeah, Zolva, you could get to the point where the pistol was the only thing you'd ever need in this game if you played it right. Like, I'd pretty much use a pistol and a shotgun.
I had no bullets. I couldn't fire. Fuck.
Yes. God, this makes me want to play this game again. I have this game on PS4 and PC.
I couldn't make it. I was trying to get across the car.
Well, it's on Game Pass now, isn't it? Yeah, this game's on Game Pass. Oh my god! Again, he runs straight at an enemy. No. He just runs straight into combat, burns all of his armor and health, and then complains why he's dying. Yeah, They did do that. I know about Operation Paperclip, all of that. But I didn't know Dr. Scholes was among them.
Fuck.
That'd be wild.
He appeared out of nowhere behind me.
Like I know that they used Von Braun's specs and his own experience for our like space program and stuff. Like Von Braun was widely used. I knew that. Like a lot of our advances in the 50s and 60s to the space program are due to that exact initiative.
I keep running out of ammo. There's so many enemies right here in this small
All right, I gotta go send some more beg tweets. Be good, everybody.
Die. Fuck. What the fuck? That didn't make any sense. I have 1 health.
Okay, you need to shove that nuke right up in their filthy Nazi nerve center.
Oh, fuck. One way to do it. Pick it up! Dude, I'm holding it! Oh my god. Fuck. Health. It wouldn't fire. Oh my god. Sucks because I'm killing so many, and then all of a sudden, either I run out of ammo or there's like nowhere to go. Ugh. It's really tough, and I can't tell where the fuck to go. I keep trying to do the objectives.
I had to check and see if my cat was a specific place because we took her to the vet yesterday, and she hates us now because we took her to the vet. It turns out taking a semi-feral cat to the vet is an undertaking.
All right, let's get this moving.
She literally climbed the walls when we were trying to capture her for the vet. So you could say Rosie was being a nut, an actual nut, because she climbed all the way up the wall. It was amazing. Yeah, she's fine. It was just a regular checkup. Because feral cats, semi-ferals need their vaccinations too and everything. But man, it was rough getting her in there. But we got her there. She's so non-compliant that the vet had to sedate her. The vet had to actually sedate her to do everything. But that's all right.
Clear.
We did all right.
I killed every enemy.
But she was being a nut.
Dead from behind. Okay.
And now she's hiding from us because we trapped her. And I felt so bad. I felt so bad trapping her because she is a very sweet little cat, but now she's not going to trust us for at least a few days. And I don't blame her. She's good. Yeah, I really wish. So we go to a great vet. The vet we have is awesome. I really wish they would do house calls.
I'm trying to look at the fucking scenery they put in.
But even house calls have their own problems.
Why do they put,
like in general, cats also don't like strangers coming into their house and manipulating their body. So for most cats, for the majority of cats, just getting them to the vet is a better option. But for semi-ferals like our cat, it'd be very nice if we could have someone come here in a space that she's comfortable with instead of traumatizing her to get her to the vet sedating her, and then doing their thing, and then her basically waking up at home, not understanding what happened.
And I'm still dead. Oh my god! Wow. Good god, dude.
Yeah, and that's the thing. There's a limit to what a vet can do on a house call, where like if you request something at the vet, they just have it there.
This is only the third
Like
time
we
I've been
requested that they
of them.
run specific tests on
Imagine
her
if
at the
this on the
vet,
hardest
and
level.
like do
Probably die
specific things,
instantly.
and you can't do all of that on a house call necessarily. Where if you're at the vet clinic, they just have all the stuff there. So, and sedation would have been hard. Sedation is harder on house calls. There's more risk to sedation. And Rosie is the kind of cat where they're probably always going to have to sedate her when we take her to the vet. Just because she's feral and she was outside for 3 years and she doesn't trust people. She trusts me. Basically the only person she trusts is me. And I broke her trust hard yesterday because I had to catch her and force her into the carrier, and she hated it.
This is so dumb.
I have scars. Well, you probably
This is
can't see them from here,
ridiculous
but I have scars on
nonsense.
my fingers now. She got a couple of my fingers. And we did get the blood work, by the way. Also, I'd like to point out the blood work did not cost $300 to $400. The entire visit cost $300 to $400. The blood work was like $50. So fuck that. He's wrong. He's wrong, or the vet is actively ripping him off. Because we were able to basically get full service. We got her nails clipped. We got her anal glands expressed, because yes, that's a thing. Occasionally you have to have your cat's anal glands expressed, or else they'll stink too much. We got all her shots. We got everything. We got blood work. We got stool samples ran, all for $350. We got the entire thing for $350. So, I am calling DSP a liar. If you haven't been following the channel for a long time, that's kind of my thing. Kind of my thing is to call DSP a liar. It's the thing I like doing the most. The whole visit was probably $350 to $400. I believe that. If he was paying out of pocket for an entire visit, it was probably $350, $400. But blood work in and of itself was like I think it was $50. $50 to run the stuff that they ran, and it was like the standard work off. Yeah, that's true, D-Dog. The head office manager, or whoever he talked to, said that the tech he was working with actively ripped him off. So there's that too.
What on earth?
But yeah, Rosie is like slowly trusting us again. And there's a corner back there that she sits in that's like her safe zone, and I wanted to see if she was in there. She slept in there. She slept in that corner last night, I'm pretty sure, which we're good with.
I didn't even pull that gun out. I went up. I held R1 and up, which is supposed to give me the
Oh,
machine
show
gun,
the
but
controller.
gave me the laser rifle instead, which I didn't.
I love when he shows the controller.
Now I'm gonna save scum the game like crazy.
This game looks good. Like, even on his, like, shitty capture, it looks good. It's a good-looking game. The lighting.
See him. This
was IdTech, I believe? IdTech. Great-looking tech, by the way. Get fucked.
What the fuck just happened? There was a random giant explosion for no fucking reason.
Oh yeah, Jasper's gonna get sick. And we're all gonna say I told you so, DSP. Jasper could be sick now.
What the fuck was that?
Because, like, you can't screen for things like lymphoma and things like that without checking the blood. And it turns out lymphoma is a very common thing for, like, older cats to develop. Like, one of my previous cats had lymphoma and a thyroid condition, and we would have never known either if we didn't screen her blood. Oh god. Hey, Lefty, you're right. Halo on IdTech would be incredible. Because IdTech is, like, so stable. For the most part, it's known to be a very stable and robust engine. Where, like, whatever proprietary engine they're using for Halo is wonky. Like, the social stuff in Infinite is very weak. The party management, the veto system, none of that shit works anymore. Halo 3 is where they peaked. Halo 3 had, like, the most robust social features, and all of that is gone now. All of that has been gone for a very long time.
See? The radius of detection. I was in front of the oval, so the guy didn't see me.
No, you can derail me all you want. I welcome it. But I agree with you. Because this looks incredible.
Well,
and this is from like what, 10 years ago or something like that? At least 8. This is, let's say, like 7 or 8 years ago. And this looks better than a lot of stuff coming out now.
Radius of detection. I was ahead of it.
Hey, guy with 2 names. Careful. Lefty's gonna get you. Lefty's gonna get you.
This fucker didn't have the dog. It'd be easy. The
Lefty's gonna get you.
Ass.
Yeah, this looks very good. Like, I would argue that this looks better than current Halo, to be perfectly honest. And this is on a PS4. This is on a PS4 regular, I believe. I've never played this on PC. Your safe word is derail. Okay, D-Dog. I'll take that under advisement.
Oh my god, there's no way to do this. There's no way to sneak across the room and not get detected.
Well, Lefty, you can ban him. You have ban power on guy with 2 names, apparently.
That's the problem.
Oh, Doom 2016 looks great. I booted it up the other day just for fun. I booted it up after I made that DSP Doom Eat It video. So it's like, what's this game actually look like? It looks great.
That I'm here because I'm using a silencer. They wouldn't have been able to hear the shots and come this way. Complete bullshit.
Like, id-Tech scales to hardware so well.
All the enemies are psychically connected.
Ban him! Get him out of here, Lefty.
Where all the enemies have a psychic connection.
Get him out of here.
Exactly where to go.
See you in 5 minutes, guy with 2 names. AKA Mr. Grits. That's right. I remember your old name. Mr. Grits. Get out of here. I remember the first time I think guy with 2 names, I think you and Indrid were in a call with me. And I was like, who's this guy with 2, or you were like, I think you were a guy with 2 names at the time. I was like, who's this guy with 2 names, guys? And Indrid's like, oh, that's Mr. Grits. So Indrid was the original person who doxed you, I think, if I'm remembering correctly. I never played Metal Hellsinger. It looked great, but... No, this is not AI upscaled. This is id-Tech. He is literally a guy with 2 names, for real, for real. No, D-Dog, id-Tech scales incredibly to, like, all hardware.
It's perfectly sufficient for a while, then all of a sudden stops working magically.
It's because, does he not understand that, like, most cover is destructible in this game? Like, the cover will dissolve. Eventually, the cover will dissolve. Yeah, this is on a PS4, untouched. This is on a PS4 regular, untouched. From, like, 7 or 8 years ago. Incredible. And I don't think this is 60, this is 30, but this is a very smooth 30.
Maybe you can.
There is stuff that just looked better back then. Like, I'll say it, Ubisoft games look better in this era. They looked way better. Like, if you compare Assassin's Creed Mirage to Assassin's Creed Unity, or even if you compare Ghost Recon Breakpoint to Ghost Recon Wildlands, shit looked better back then. In certain ways, tech was just better back then.
He's just firing randomly and it's fucking hitting me.
It's that John Carmack technology, man. id-Tech is just a good engine. Always has been. Yeah. Irie, yes. This game forces you to, like, him getting absolutely railed right now is the game telling him he needs to move. That is the game telling him he needs to move.
How did I max a perk? I just got a silver trophy, max a perk.
Like, he's not understanding that, like, this game doesn't straight up tell you, hey, you need to change up your playstyle, but it makes you die a bunch, and then you're supposed to be able to, like, mentally intuit, hey, I should try something different, but he's not. He's just standing there tanking until he's dead, and now he's dead.
Of course, he magically came up the other way.
What's up, Rainy?
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
For real, Rainy.
Insanity, dude.
Carmack knew how to solve all of the VR problems, like, before Oculus was huge. Like, he knew. he has all of the answers. Like, he's that kind of genius where he literally had all of the answers. And Facebook / Meta were basically just like, nope, what you're doing is not marketable. We don't want to spend the money to tech this out via R&D. Thanks, but no thanks. We'll send you your royalty checks, but no. You're not on the board anymore. I'm sorry.
I don't have good enough weapons. If I had one of those lasers, at least I could cut through all the guys.
It's the guys. That's right. Wolfenstein will polish your cheeks and then hand them to you.
There's not enough cover in this room. This is ridiculous.
You need to move, Phil.
You can run by everything. I wonder if you actually can. If you could just stand at the doorway when it opens, just run by them all before they kill you.
I have an Oculus Quest, and it's very good. I like it. I played Star Wars Squadrons and Elite Dangerous on it. Great games to play on an Oculus device if you have one. I am one of those people that get VR motion sickness, and it's really fucking annoying. Because I'd play more games if I wasn't prone to VR motion sickness, or if more devs did more to address the generalized VR sickness. And a lot of devs don't know how to address that. Beat Saber is good. Beat Saber's good. I like Beat Saber because you can play it without a PC. You can play it directly on the headset, and it's really fucking fun.
Come on, dude.
I played this zombie game called Propagation, where you're basically just like stationary in a subway tunnel shooting zombies. That game's fucking fun. And I played through Arizona Sunshine with a friend. I actually managed to successfully play through Arizona Sunshine with a friend. That was a lot of fun. Oh yeah, this is the part where they like lift up BJ's house with him in it. This is a really cool sequence. Uh-oh, that's right. I said stationary. I'm sorry. You know you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Yeah, I have VR sickness for any... This is going to make me sound like a little weak baby, but I have VR sickness for any game that you have to, like, physically stand up and move. Games where I can, like, sit down and fly a ship, like Elite Dangerous, I'm fine with. Also, there's nothing wrong with playing this game on easy. I'm pretty sure when I played this on PS4, I just played it on, like, the baby difficulty, and it was fun. DCS would be cool. I haven't dabbled in DCS much. I played DCS a little bit with a HOTAS lefty. I was trying to learn the Warthog one. I played the Warthog one, and I like couldn't get through the startup sequence. But I tried it on my HOTAS, and I couldn't quite get it. You'd probably be the guy to talk to about that. You're into the flight lore. But Elite Dangerous in VR is god tier. It looks amazing. It feels good. It's very good.
What the fuck? I don't even know what hit me. I literally have no idea what hit me.
DCS requires you to like learn the actual start sequences, which I admire. I admire that a lot. I admire devs that are like, nope, you're gonna learn the start sequences, and sorry. I also play American Truck Simulator, and I use my HOTAS to drive the truck. I actually found a HOTAS the most comfortable way to drive a truck in American Truck Simulator, because you can use the pitch and roll as like your face, and then you can use the hats as like your turn signals and stuff. It's really simple to configure that. I also do have a couple of helicopter streams that I did on my Logan K channel where I like actually played Take on Helicopters, which is basically an Arma spinoff with a HOTAS, and it was very fun, very robust. I had a radio voice filter on those. Those were fun streams. Oh my god.
my god, that's what was killing me.
Yeah, check your surroundings, DSP.
Coming up the fucking
Come on,
stairs.
come on.
Free yourself.
I love Flight Sim. I love Microsoft Flight Sim. I play Flight Sim in baby mode with a controller. It's very fun to just like fly around with a controller. Like I literally would take off from like the local airport and be like, "Hey, there's my house." Like I can literally take off from like my local municipal airport here and like see my house.
I can't move.
I'm not going to tell you exactly where that is because I don't want to dox myself. But I've literally flown in Microsoft Flight Sim and be like, "That's my house."
Come on, come the fuck.
It's very good. It's very good. I remember this sequence being a motherfucker specifically. I remember spending like a good like 30 minutes on this sequence. But you have to move. You have to move.
What exactly do they expect me to do? I don't know.
No, I didn't know about that.
Random grenade explosion out of nowhere and I'm dead. I can't get
I didn't
up.
know about that,
Oh
Shiny
my
Teeth.
God, dude.
I had Microsoft Flight Simulator 98, I think. I think it was for Windows 98, I believe. That was my first experience with Flight Sim. I also had Combat Flight Simulator 2000, where you could fly the old World War II era planes and have dogfights. That was awesome. Combat Flight Sim 2000 was amazing. Was like formative part of my childhood. I had a Sidewinder. Because my stepdad was really into like old World War II like dogfighting stuff. So he bought us Combat Flight Sim 2000 with a Microsoft Sidewinder. It was amazing.
No, you can't. All right, where am I headed here?
It was amazing, dude. Some of my best gaming memories as like a 10-year-old kid was playing that with my stepdad. It was so fucking fun. Oh, I bet young Lefty. I bet young Lefty was a Flight Sim Chad even in his youth. I believe it.
Well, now I know I couldn't break that wall down, right?
I've seen the stuff on your channel. Or rather, I've seen the stuff that you look at on Taken L's, and it's all like DCS and squad shit. So I would imagine you were probably a flight enthusiast even back then. Yeah, guys, I don't know if you know this, but Lefty is into airplanes. Lefty is a big aviation nerd. I don't know if any of you have figured this out through our various flight talks and our Hitman videos, but Lefty is a flight nerd. That's why whenever there's a helicopter or plane in Hitman, I ask him about it, because Lefty knows his shit. Doxed. No, it's really funny. Whenever I'm like making a stream playlist and taking L's, I can tell if Lefty's been watching stuff because it's like DCS videos or like squad style stuff. It's really funny. Yep, Lefty's been here. Yep.
What an asshole.
Planes are fun. Flight sims are some of the most commendable games out there. Because any dev that puts the effort into making like fun but semi-realistic flight physics, like big ups to them. It's hard to find the balance.
Well, I was just right there where I needed to be, and I got shot from behind.
IL Sturmovik, I don't have any experience in IL Sturmovik, but I have friends that swear by it. I have a good friend of mine. We go way back. His older brother was playing Sturmovik style stuff when we were like little kids, like literally little kids.
Location is revealed. You can use the war map to plot a course there to assassinate him. Killing Uber commanders helps the resistance take back occupied U.S. territory. So it's a complete side.
If anybody's a Giant Bomb fan, there are a lot of good Giant Bomb streams where Drew Scanlon plays IL Sturmovik, and he gets like really into it, and it's very fascinating to watch.
What the
I'm not a Giant Bomb fan anymore now. They've lost a lot of their magic.
Did I just waste 9?
But goddamn, OG Giant Bomb was something else. There's nothing else quite like it. Thank you, chat, for keeping me entertained, because I'm not even, and it's nothing against this is how you don't play creator. I think this is a competent this is how you don't play. Phil is just boring.
Get the fuck out of here.
So yes, you know what I'm talking about, dude, Messiah. OG duders.
Oh my god. It made me drop, dude, it made me drop my heavy weapon. So I was
Honestly,
honestly,
and I'm gonna derail for a second. I like Dan Reichert. I like him a lot. But I think them having to put him in charge of Giant Bomb Creative, basically, was a mistake. Because Dan Reichert has a lot of funny, cool ideas, but he needs someone to say no to him. You know what I mean? He needs someone to say no to him. And when you put him in charge of Giant Bomb Creative, that's kind of where it tanked. You know? Yeah. Yes, Dan Reichert is really funny. He's a really good internet personality, but he needs a filter. Like, not all of his ideas are good ideas. When Vinny Caravella was there and Jason A. Striker were there to filter him, because the Jason A. Striker is the best Dan Reichert filter in existence. Like, objectively. When Jason would be like, nah, dude, we're not doing that shit. That was good. That was good Giant Bomb era.
Oh, they're gone.
When it was just like Jason and Jeff and Vinny saying no to him all the time.
All that work, and it made me drop my heavy weapon.
Yeah,
Stupid
Mario Party is his best contribution to Giant Bomb for sure.
There's no checkpoint.
Mario Party is goated, amazing.
Oh my fucking god.
Yes, it's very good. I really, Lefty, and that is the best type of detractor stream. When someone can deep dive on something they're very well informed in, while watching Dave do it badly. That's why our Hitman idea works, because you like Hitman. You know a lot about Hitman. I know an incredible amount of shit about Hitman, and I can debunk all of his shit while we're watching him play Hitman. That's why that works. That's the best type of detractor content in my mind.
That is bullshit.
Bullshit. Ah, Nerd Brew is a real OG on-the-spot watcher. Yes, I was an on-the-spot watcher. I would put episodes of On the Spot on my 2006 video iPod, and I would listen to them on my walk home from school. I would literally listen to On the Spot the next day on my walk home from school. In 2006, baby. Yes.
Stupid dog.
Thank you, Farmer Beavis. Yeah, Lefty, I need to get with you to figure out when we're going to record again. I've been radio silent on a lot of people because my work schedule's been hell the past 2 weeks, but it's going to get better. Oh, dude. Arrow pointing down was an incredibly special thing. Was it incredible? Yeah, sorry Lefty for like not communicating. Work has been hell. I haven't had time for anything. I barely had time to like eat at night. That's how bad work has been. But it's gonna settle down. I also have some announcements on this stream. That thing we talked about doing in late February, Lefty, I think we're still doing it. I think we're still doing it, and I think I'm confident enough to announce it. Because you had an idea of doing a thing, a very specific 1 year style thing in late February, and I would like to still do that. It sounds very fun, very robust.
I shot him directly with the laser gun. It had no effect. He fires.
Yes, dude, Messiah. I was actually too busy to do like anything. It was freakish, and I hated it. But I'm no longer buried in work, so. Okay, yeah, send it, and then I can see if I can make that announcement yet, and if you're, because I know we talked about this like weeks ago. So I don't want to speak. I don't want to promise something we can't deliver. So go ahead and send it. Alright, thank you, Lefty. I will look at this.
This is ridiculous! If he's full
And
of
I have to go
buckshot,
back
was he
to
able
a specific
perfectly aim and fire a
thing.
grenade launcher at me in the dark.
Here.
Oh my god.
There's...
In the dark. This is nuts.
Okay. We have so much shit in our DMs. I'm trying to find the specific thing because we did go over dates at one point. Hold on. Oh, I think I can search this. There we go. I found it.
What the fuck happened?
I know. Okay, now that I know what the date is, I can check and see if we can actually do
won't
it.
Dude.
Okay, yeah, Lefty. Can't announce it because we have to revise the dates a little bit. Because of your work schedule, the dates are gonna have to be slightly different. Because you proposed me a date like a month ago, and now we can't do that date because of schedule. I'm flexible that week, but we'll talk about it.
This is absolutely
We'll talk
insane,
about it.
dude. This is I'm seriously never touching another side mission again in this game. Are they nuts? This is the first one. This is the first side mission in the game is this hard. Are they fucking retarded?
Oh, this is even better if you don't remember because it was your idea. It was your idea.
Dude,
and it's great. It's great if you don't remember it. It's a great idea.
Good work, Blazkowicz. One less Uber commander to worry about.
Oh my fucking god.
No, it's not a disclaimer. Lefty should claim this. I'm not going to announce it though.
Holy. Would I play another?
I want to give Lefty full credit because it's a very good idea and it plays perfectly into the Taken L's meta. But I'm not gonna announce it here. We'll probably community post it because I have to check my schedule for that week again because the day Lefty originally proposed is not going to work. So I need to check my calendar at some point. But Lefty, I will DM you shortly after this stream ends. Because I need to check my calendar, my work calendar, and it's in another place on another computer. So, but there will be something robust.
How do you leave?
Correct, Lefty. Your message is correct. It plays into the Taken L's meta perfectly. But I need to check my work calendar again.
There's no way in hell I'm ever doing another one of these. Now I can't even
Because I believe I was granted that entire week in question off. I have to check my work calendar again. It's on my laptop back there at the other desk, and that laptop is not turned on. But I'll DM you after the stream.
Leave. I can't leave. The game fucked up. I actually can't leave. I'm reading the chat. People are saying, go to the death card and press X. What do you think? Look. Here's the death card. X.
I love that when he shows the controller mashing.
There's no way to leave. It should have.
Yeah, very professional operation. There are some times where like we're channel partners, but like one of us will get busy or both of us will get busy, and we just won't even message for a few weeks. But it happens. It happens. To be fair, I haven't responded to most of my messages the past couple of weeks because I have not been in the mood for it, to be honest.
What the fuck?
The last 2 weeks were hell. Outside of the LARP was fucking awesome. The LARP was incredible. But outside of the LARP, my work life has been incredibly busy. Press square.
Exit the district. How?
How?
How do I leave?
To be fair, these menus are not very readable.
Does this do it? Is this a manual way to leave the game?
They're not very readable, but like he's done more than one of these, right? He knows.
A manual exit by pressing a square there. I was supposed to know that. I'm skipping all those.
Yeah, that's true. I muted Lefty in DMs. That's right. He was being too illogical. I just sent him a message saying, quit A-logging and I'll respond to you. Thank you. That's right. No, I would never mute Lefty. Lefty, there's a handful of people I would never mute. Lefty is one of them. I've just been too busy to do anything. Like, honestly.
And what it looks like is a challenge.
I haven't even been playing video games at night.
It's a challenge mode where depending on
it's
your
been wild.
You earn different levels of reward, I guess. So it's probably what happened? Huh?
Huh?
I tried to back out. What just happened?
What?
I pressed circle. I didn't tell it to do this. I didn't tell it to do this. So it's loading one of them. I didn't want to do it. But no, it seems like an extra challenge.
Oh yeah, sous vide stuff. I've thought about cooking stuff. Those discussions have happened.
I hit circle and it started.
A very, very long time ago, those discussions have happened. About like shared taste tests, where we all go and buy a devout. I think we were in DMs with like someone else. I think it was like Snood. I think like the L's and Snood were in DMs, and we were thinking about all going to the store, buying the same Devour meal, buying them and eating them on stream. That'd be a robust idea. We could have Devour segments.
God damn these assholes! Dude, look how much damage I just took. What the fuck? How is that fair? What the fuck? He took all my armor and almost all my health instantly.
Dude, you were on fire. You literally were on fire.
That's bullshit.
Come on.
Come on, this is fucking stupid.
You chose to ratchet it up one from the normal
That is
difficulty.
stupid.
Come on, man. Come on.
Shit takes your health way too quick, man. I'm just gonna have to run through here.
It turns out getting shot
There's no
is
way
bad
I'm
for
gonna
your
hold
health.
That many enemies plus
Turns
that fucking
out.
thing that takes all my health instantly with flame.
Yeah, that was all nerd brew, to be honest. That was all nerd brew. Because we have food talk. That was a good point you had, nerd brew. We have food talk like all day, every day, pretty much. It's good to separate it out. The difference when we talk about food and when Phil talks about food is we know something about food. Like Lefty is good with like diet stuff and workout advice and stuff. And then we just have a lot of people who just cook a lot of food.
Nice.
Like I had Asian fusion style food and I have leftover miso soup and gyoza that I'm gonna have for lunch when this is over. Okay, and we're a little more than halfway. Okay.
Goodbye.
That's not bad. That's right. That's right, D-Dog. It's me, for real, for real.
That's bullshit.
We like actual food. That's right.
And I fall in a hole and I die because of it. I fell in a hole. All right. Well,
like my girlfriend last night was like, "What do you want to do for dinner?" It's like, I don't know. I gave her options. I said, we have food here. I can cook here. And she said, I feel like Asian fusion style food. That's what she said. So we got Asian fusion style food. I got teriyaki chicken, and then I also ordered gyoza and miso soup, and I saved the gyoza. So I'm gonna eat the gyoza for lunch, and it's gonna be very good.
This thing will not fucking die. What the fuck? I loaded
Goodbye.
all the napalm into it. The fucker didn't die. Well, forget it. I'm not using napalm then.
Forget it, man.
I'm trying to pick it up. Look, I'm holding the button.
I've also been wanting to make tacos for quite a few days. I've been wanting to make tacos for like a week. For like no exaggeration, for a week.
It's obvious that's why they put that guy there so you can pick
So I'll
up
probably
the
make them
other phone,
tomorrow,
and the fucking
actually.
thing won't pick it up. Well, I can't use the.
I have pork that I need to thaw,
Try
I
something
think.
else.
Yeah, so I'll do tacos tomorrow. Tonight, I'll probably make chicken sandwiches. I have chicken and some breading, so I'll make breaded chicken sandwiches. I'm kind of like I'm a less is more kind of guy with a chicken sandwich. I'm very basic. I'm like a lettuce, tomato, mayo, and maybe a little bit of cheese kind of guy. I like a simple chicken sandwich. A lot of people overload their chicken sandwiches with a whole bunch of shit. Not me.
Jesus.
No, Anthony, we DoorDashed Asian Fusion yesterday. We literally DoorDashed because we were cleaning the house. So I told my girlfriend, I was like, well, do you want to go? Do you want me or you to go pick it up, or do you want to just keep cleaning and ordering? And she was like, we'll DoorDash it. So we've literally DoorDashed once this weekend already. We don't want to do a Burnell style 2 DoorDashes in a row. Although we might actually do 2 DoorDashes in a row. I don't know.
I was supposed to magically know.
I have done butter ham sandwiches. I have done that. Yes. Although the sandwich that I've done, a friend of mine told me to use Canadian bacon. Canadian bacon, you butter up the pan and you sear Canadian bacon, and then you make a ham sandwich out of that. I've done that.
Good night. Dude, he didn't let me pick up his gun. I wanted to walk up and
No,
pick up the gun and do it. Instead, it just shows bullets. Yes,
no, soldier.
Bullets.
We take our garbage out regularly. We take our garbage out every couple of days. We take the garbage out. Here's what you do. Simple tip for operating a household. We have a I'll call it a garbage consolidation system. We have 3 garbage cans in our house. We have one in each of the bathrooms, and then we have a larger one in the kitchen. When the ones in the bathrooms get full, what do? We empty those into the kitchen garbage. When the kitchen garbage gets full, we take it out. That's it. We take it out, we take it to the dumpster, throw it out. And the kitchen garbage gets full twice a week, maybe, because it's not that big of a garbage. It's like one regular size garbage bag size of garbage, and then we throw it out. It's just that easy. It's just throw out your garbage when it gets full. Very simple.
Fuck. Dude, this is bullshit. The dog ran out of nowhere.
I'm not gonna lie.
The dog jumped through my bullets, didn't die.
My girlfriend went away for a few days for like a business thing a month ago. Yeah, she had to go to I forgot where. She went to like a different town that was like an hour and a half away or something. She ended up staying overnight for like a business thing. I DoorDash myself an incredible amount of Mexican food, like 3 meals worth of Mexican food, and ate it all. Because when the lady goes away, I don't care. I'm going to buy whatever I want, eat whatever I want. It's great. I actually, Valoran, I actually appreciate leaving the house, though. We wanted to leave the house yesterday, but we were in like a cleaning momentum.
Fair.
So we're like, no, let's just keep cleaning. Let's just keep cleaning. I have more cleaning that I might do after the stream. TBH. Yeah, Nerd Brew. I like a nice Sunday meal prep, right? I'll cook some beans. I'll cook some plain beans. I'll cook some meat, and then I'll put those in containers, and I'll just use beef and beans for the week, and I might make things, you know, here or there with which to use those beef and beans.
As soon as I walk up the stairs, they shoot me. Jesus Christ.
The cat, Lefty. The cat operates at Wolvergone. Believe me.
Seriously, every death is so cheap.
She does very good.
They're just cheap bullshit.
She does very good at operating the house when we're gone. But I actually like leaving the house.
I'm firing straight at them. They're not dying.
There's a lot of merit to leaving the house.
What the fuck?
There's also something to be said for leaving the house when you don't have to. Like, you don't have to leave the house for a reason. Sometimes you just want to get out. Go for a drive, go for a walk. There's days where I'll literally just go for I'll go for a drive, go for a walk. There's a park down the road that we like to walk at. Where it's just a park. It's a park with a bunch of peach trees. There's nothing on the peach trees right now because it's winter, but it's nice to walk in the park, and it's just down the road. Very easy.
The dog ignores the napalm, runs right through it like I'm not firing. What
Yeah. Oh, slow cooker chili. Oh man, maybe I'll do slow cooker chili tonight. I don't know, cause I've got corn, I've got spices, I've got ground beef, I've got mixed vegetables. I have beans, peppers, ground beef, corn,
would like
spices.
To segment, please.
That's maybe I'll do slow cooker chili. I don't know. Now you got me thinking. Because you can make a pot of chili and eat for like 3 days. You're good. This scene is also very fucking funny.
Oh. I'm supposed to kill him. I didn't see the pop-up for pull trigger.
The trigger pull is implied, Phil. You should know that the trigger pull kills guys. That's what you do in this game. Your one verb is to either chop a guy's leg off with an axe
That means something spawned to
or
my
trigger
side
pull.
and shot me. See how annoying this shit is?
Yeah.
Why?
Dude, Messiah, that's a good point. The American equivalent of like borscht or goulash is basically chili. Because all you need is like beef, beans, and spices, and you've got a very basic, very filling chili.
What happened?
Yeah, my mom was a single mom for a few years with like 2 growing kids. So my mom would literally just make a pot of chili, and that was our dinner from like Monday to Thursday. Because she worked long hours. And she would literally be like, all right, you guys get home. There's chili in the fridge. Reheat the chili, please.
Yes,
and that's what we would have for dinner.
Fun.
1,000 ARS?
This is annoying, is what this is.
1,000 ARS. Wow, that's a lot.
There's certain parts of this game that are great, and there's certain parts of this
Considering
game
the
that are just
average
like,
monthly salary of like the average Argentinian is like 1,600, that's
as soon as you hit someone, they detect you.
that's an incredibly high amount of money. Yeah, Nerd Brew. Now you got me thinking. I was gonna make or maybe I'll make slow cooker chili, then make tacos out of that. Cause chili is basically taco meat. It's the same thing. And I got flour tortillas. Yeah.
Darth Redovan Viking did 160-bit tier, and he said people call it a challenge. Yeah, but sometimes there's different kinds of challenges, and not all challenges are fun.
Fun.
It's like not very fun. That's the problem. There's things that could be made to be a lot more fun, and this really isn't that fun in my opinion.
You could turn the difficulty down. Like, just turn the difficulty down.
The original Wolfenstein wasn't like that.
I was playing Last of Us Part 2, the remaster for PS5, and I was struggling with a section for like an hour, and I just turned the difficulty down, and it was fine. It was fine.
It was more about managing your ammo and managing cover than stealth. All of a sudden,
Yeah, a challenging difficulty that's challenging. That's right.
Doesn't necessarily make it good. I honestly think the stealth parts of this game are the worst.
I tend to play most games on normal, and then when I'm playing through a second time, I play on hard. Like Last of Us Part 1, I got to the point where I could play through the game on grounded because I knew the game, you know? But when you're playing through a game for the first time, there's no shame in playing like a standard or easy difficulty.
I thought I could just fire it, and it fucking came out late. Good thing I saved.
What if I told you Far Cry 3 might be the best Far Cry game? What if I told you that? There's very strong evidence to suggest that Far Cry 3 is the best. Are you kidding me? This dude! This dude?
Taste of my uber good wood. It missed.
It's called Übergewehr, which translates to super rifle. Learn German, Phil.
It fucking missed. It went right by all of them. What the fuck is the point?
I only know German because my dad's side of the family, heavily German. Both grandparents on my dad's, well,
by the way, he is the cheerleader for today.
my grandfather on my dad's side 100% German. My grandmother half Dutch, half German. So I picked up some German when I was like a tiny baby, but never reinforced it. So I recognize certain words, but beyond that I can't do much. Come on, Phil. I like Far Cry 5, Embode. I like it. I think the setting of Hope County, Montana is a good setting.
What was I supposed to do?
I think they wasted a lot of the potential, but ultimately I find Far Cry 5 a satisfying game to play.
Damn.
Oh, he did. Yeah, I saw people sharing that. I saw people sharing that clip angrily on Twitter. because he was playing the Silent Hill game and he said something about doucheland. It's Deutschland. As someone of German and Dutch descent, I'm actually offended.
You know.
My grandfather's from New Jersey, a lot of German American influence, and my grandmother, actual Pennsylvania Dutch from Scranton. So I grew up with a lot of those influences, and I'm offended that he says doucheland. Deutschland. Come on, dude.
What?
Yeah. Far Cry 5 is good co-op. Really fun co-op. The best way to consume Far Cry 5, in my opinion, is with like a good group of friends that you can just chat with.
It's fucking stupid. Come on. Totally fair that I'm being completely stealthy and a guy just walks through the door to the side of me, oh, hello, and detects me immediately. Go fuck yourself. I'm trying to be fucking stealthy and the game's just being annoying. It's just being fucking mad annoying. Come on.
That's right. It's the Electric City because of all the electricity. Well, there were a lot of power production and like factories in Scranton. There are paper factories in Scranton as well. That's where the Dunder Mifflin office meme comes from. Scranton is like a production city. They produce paper.
God. Oh my fucking God.
Unfortunately, my grandmother passed away before The Office was like a big thing, so she never got to appreciate like Scranton being so prominently featured on a TV show. But I'm sure she would have liked it. I'm sure she would have really liked it. Limitless paper for a paperless world. That's right.
Well, isn't that nice? You know what that means? There's someone to my side, just sitting there in the corner waiting.
Dude, everybody's been bullied in high school. Welcome to the world. Welcome to the world, my guy.
You went by him. How? Now look at this bullshit. Oh, look! They spawned a guy behind me. That's who's shooting me. A guy spawned behind me.
I spawn, I die.
Oh fuck! What's going on? What the hell is this? Huh?
I think you're supposed to. I think you're supposed to ride this down, aren't you? Yeah. This is part of the story. Yeah, this is part of the story. That was actually part of the story.
What? What is she talking about?
Yeah.
What is going on?
Michael, that is a very good assessment. I am in touch with...
I can't go in the water. Oh, wait.
From high school, I'm in touch with 6 people. 6 people. And then nobody else matters.
I'm drowning.
Now, Nerd Brew, be honest. When you say "damn this audio," is my audio bad, or is it that this is how you don't play? Because I could probably fix it if you give me some robust feedback. Phil's okay.
What?
Yeah, the game mix. Well, the thing is, it has nothing to do. It has nothing to do with Angularity. This say you don't play maker. Phil recorded his game mix too closely set to his VO, and he records it on one track, and he doesn't fucking fix it. So there's nothing we can do. Oh, my browser audio was doing a Goudy thing for a while. Yeah, it does that. It does that.
I don't get it.
I've transitioned most of my stuff to virtual cables, which can be a little bit more consistent, but for like solo streams, I still use browser stuff. But when I do anything with a guest, I use like a ton of virtual. Oh, the sound gets crackly when the graphics are intense. That could be a little bit of me, a little bit of him. Could be. Could be.
Alright, I think now I'm done. If I press objective... Yeah, the only thing left is to actually find the frickin' What do you mean help him take care of the rat problem? I already did.
Rat! The audio also could be clipping itself. So let me look
There's
here.
another, wait a minute, there's another objective there. What the fuck? Look.
Do I have a boost on this at all too? No, I do. That's why. You know what it is? The boost extension was on unnecessarily. I could just crank this and do that. That's why. Because sometimes with that boost extension, you got to be careful. It clips the sound digitally, and even if you put a limiter on it, it still sounds like shit. I'm surprised I didn't catch that, but thanks for the feedback. If it was doing that the whole time, I am sorry. This should be better.
They won't let me go over there.
I have a hard time believing that Phil was not bullied in school. I have a very hard time believing.
The trap activated. I don't want it to activate.
Well, get fucked.
Oh my god. Alright, people are saying it's in the secret. Well, I found an upgrade kit. Nice. It's in the secret way that I just was.
Exactly. Exactly, D-Dog. Exactly.
I ran into the target.
We're having fun.
Fuck, this is so confusing. Get me out of here.
So we've solved the mystery. The boost extension was digitally clipping the audio. That's why.
They won't let me through there.
Because it wasn't clipping in OBS, but you can still clip digitally. Like even if you have everything limited, you can still clip digitally somewhere in the chain.
Get me out of here.
I believe Phil to be an amazing snitch, Embode, because he always talks about how he was quote Sister Anna Mae's favorite student, and he was a good kid. She loved him. I don't know if Anna Mae was the hot nun or not. That like hot Latina nun, allegedly. But I believe him to be an amazing narc. That had to be a thing.
What the fuck?
I just have trouble believing anything that has to do with Sister Anime. You know, calling bullshit on that. Yeah, Sister Latina Gina. I'd believe Latina Gina better than Anime, to be honest. Yeah, or Lefty. I like your angle that the bullies thought he was a certain kind of special and left him alone. That's actually a very likely scenario.
That's not what I need. I need his arm.
Because if there's one thing that's off limits for a lot of school bullies is like an actual regard, which is fair. Like don't bully actual regards. Phil might actually be regarded on paper, but he's such a scumbag despite his regardation that I'm okay making fun of him. Like, I've talked to people who actually are in the cognitive behavioral realm, and I've shown them Phil, and they're like, oh yeah, he's probably regarded. Like, I've talked to family members who work in that world, they're like, oh yeah, he's probably a functional regard. But I have no problem making fun of him because he's such a scumbag in so many other ways. Also, I used to teach summer school for autists and regards, like actual autists and regards, and they can be scumbags too. They can be manipulative scumbags too. And they can use their disability as a weapon against you. I've seen it happen. I've seen it happen.
God, I got it. Well, that was silly. Well, we're not doing that. Whoa, shit.
Whoa, shit.
Like I said, we're not going that way.
Nope.
Hold on, William.
William J. Blaskovich.
Oh.
Oh, and you went that way.
Whoa.
Good job.
Animation. Whoa. That's a great animation. Dude, that is great.
No, we do not. That is a good distinction, Shiny Teeve. I don't make fun of him for being low intelligence, but his low intelligence is a factor in the things he does that make him trollable. Like, if Phil was smarter, he'd find ways to monetize us. Like, straight up, he would just find ways to monetize us. But he's too dumb to figure that out.
Whoa! Come on! I thought he would jump and grab the ledge. He did not.
Yeah.
Did not.
No, seriously, I have known, well, I know, that's also a good point. I have known people who are regarded on paper, who have gotten good grades in school, because they have learned and conditioned themselves to take tests well. Like, it can be done. You can score terribly on tests and on paper. I'm actually one of those people. I score terrible on tests. Like, my SAT scores were incredibly were incredibly low. But I got into college on the interview. I'm not going to lie. I got into college on the interview. It was not my test scores that got me in. I got to the interview level, the interviewer liked me, and I got in. But on paper, I don't come off as very smart at all. Because I'm terrible at taking tests. Always have been.
Right in the nuts. Punk. And I'm dead. I'm dead even though
Correct.
no one was visible whatsoever shooting at me. I killed them all.
Your resume, your extracurricular, and your essay and your interview are way more important than SAT scores. SAT scores have even become more irrelevant over time.
Here it is, folks. The big finale. We're starting off the end of Wolfenstein II. I just snuck through that grid.
Kind of.
Remember, right? See what
kind of
are.
Forrest Gump style. Some people have floated the Mama Gump theory as it pertains to Linda. It's possible. Do with it what you will. I'm not going to say that it's true, but anything is possible.
Am I good now? Oh, for the love of God! As soon as I peeked out, another guy staring straight at me.
Yeah.
The fuck is this bullshit?
Welcome to shooters.
Alright, you know what I gotta do? I gotta vaporize this. It didn't work. It's not working.
I think, don't you have to use the cutter? The cutter and not... Yeah. Oh no, you body charge it. Okay. Good job. Yeah. All you need to do is for jobs, the interviews matter more than anything, more than what's on your resume. The trick is getting an interview. These days, getting to the job interview process is very hard because a lot of employers, by the time they post that position, already know exactly who they want to hire. Like my current job, I was hired for it before it was posted. Because my supervisor at the time said, someone on another team wants to offer you this job. We're going to offer you this job. You have an hour to decide. We haven't even posted the job yet. Because a lot of employers don't take risks. So if they know you're a good worker and you'll fit in, they pretty much pre-hire you.
What the fuck?
Because my supervisor last time I changed jobs, which was actually in October. In October I changed from a different job to this one. She said, we'll give you this job if you say yes, you have an hour to decide. Because they already liked me. They already knew I could do the work. And Phil, if you want to imagine how Phil would do in an interview, right now he would interview very poorly. I believe that back in 2010 he might have interviewed fairly well because his narcissism was not as ballooned out and extended as it is now. I believe Phil would have had the capability to at least look good to some people in an interview. Now he just comes off as retarded. He just comes off as retarded, no matter what. Correct. Lefty. And it's not good business practice. Like, it's deceptive business practice. Like, they post the job, post it officially. Like, they post the job, but they've already made up their mind internally. At least that's how my company does it. It's very deceptive. I can't complain that much, though, because I've had a good outcome as a result of those. Oh, my camera exposure got real dark. Let me fix it. Hold on. I didn't realize that, like, my lighting in this room changed so much that my exposure got all fucked up.
Spawn behind me. There's no fucking way you possibly could have been there. Unbelievable.
Unbelievable, dude. That's a little better. Sure. The thing is, well, yeah.
Man.
That's right. It's got to get that ACE certification. Even though the company that I work at now doesn't honor the ACE certification at all. The ACE certification was done in a handful of specific companies and organizations within the state of Connecticut. My current company doesn't give a fuck about ACE because they're like a multi-billion-dollar national corporation. So they're like, what the fuck ever. I don't even have any of my ACE shit anymore. But I did get ACE certified.
Insanely stupid this is. I'm dead again. This is ridiculous.
Oh god, Mr. Extravagant.
I've killed dozens.
That
of
is
them. They're
good.
still fucking spawning.
A children's entertainer? Fuck.
Alright, enough of this.
How come nobody thought of that before?
Now I'm gonna do what you're not supposed to do. I'm just gonna run through the whole area. And I'm gonna beat it. Watch. Watch this. Watch. Now I'm gonna do it how they don't want you to do it. I'm gonna do it and I'm gonna pass
You're getting
it.
pinned.
I guarantee it. I fucking guarantee
That's
it.
a good one. Yeah. Like, I knew about this job posting, and I was hired for this job posting weeks before they posted it. Because it was literally like, oh, we need you to go over to this team next week. You have 30 minutes to decide. And I said yes. I said yes on that call. But they still posted for the job because they have to. They legally have to post for it. I work in leave of absence benefit administration for the company. So I work for a company that one of the things they do is they administer leave of absences, but I administer the leave of absences for employees of the company. It's very meta. Very, very meta.
How stupid is this? That's what I mean. All these modern FPSs, they don't do it right. I mean, that's pathetic. Then now I'm fine.
I'm the first person that you've ever known that does that job. They're out there. There's more of us than you think. There's more of us than you think.
I shot him and he ignored the bullets and still fucking charged it to me anyway.
That's right, Lefty. Unironically, and I cringe every time I hear it. I cringe every time I get like an internal memo that talks about family, because fuck that. Your company is not your family. Like, I'm gonna spurg about Megacorps for a bit, but like anybody that works for a Megacorp, you're in a contract. It ain't family. You may work with teammates that you bond with over the trauma of working for a Megacorp that you may one day call family, but the company ain't your family, because they'll cut you loose as soon as you are no longer economically viable to them. So my advice is, show up to work, do a good job, but you're really there to show up to work, do your work well, and get money. That is the only thing a job is good for, is to get the money. Get the money and go home, and stay on good terms so that you can get your next job. That's how to live a balanced life.
Well, they made the melee animation so long that a guy shot me from the side and took 130.
It is. Nerd Brew, that's a good point. The we're family thing is something that is more specific to American corporations, because the American work system loves to blur the lines between when you're at work and when you're at home. That's why they leave the cafeteria open late, so that people like don't have to go home or whatever. And that's why they incentivize you to come in early and like use the fucking gym, because they want you to like forget where the lines are between work and home. And I'm the worst perpetrator of it, because I work from home. I work from home full time. And it is very hard to work from home full time and like know where those lines are.
I gotta break this one too.
Because it's very easy to fuck yourself. To want to work those extra hours. But my advice is, don't work overtime unless you absolutely have to. There's no reason to. You're gonna burn yourself out.
Broken the door. I couldn't take the guy down.
Hug your family, hang out with your friends, stream. One of my favorite things to do after work, quite honestly, is stream. I love coming off of like a hectic workday and booting up a stream. That's fucking fun to me.
Health. Nope, there's a robot on the other side.
Oh, and Dune Messiah, don't get me wrong, I get paid very well for the time I work overtime. But for me, in my 30s, being now in my mid-30s, I look at it as like, oh, that's time with my girlfriend I'll never get back. Or that's time I could have been hanging out with a friend. Or that's time I could have been streaming. Or that's time I could have been playing video games with the boys, you know? My time is more valuable than my money. Like, I'm comfortable financially right now with the money I'm making.
Oh my god!
It's nice to make more every once in a while, but I don't really need the overtime. God, Mr. Extravagant, I wish I was a millionaire. If I was a millionaire, my production on my streams would be so much better than it is now.
What the fuck? Now I gotta do this whole
But my best advice is don't work overtime unless you have to, and make sure you're getting paid for it. Like my girlfriend for a long time used to do overtime off the clock. It's like, what are you doing, man? Don't do that. You're gonna burn out. At least get time and a half for it. Come on. Health benefits are nice, though, I will say.
Not even gonna fight him. Fuck him.
It is nice to have health benefits.
Just skip him.
But remember, if you're performing a job for a major corporation, you are within your contract, and my advice is not to do much more than your contract, because if you do stuff outside the contract, they expect that of you.
Well, no surprise I died because this game has warm-up, and I didn't realize that they were gonna charge at me like that.
Yeah. Never work for free. Do not give your company free labor. Do not. If you stay late, make sure you get paid for it. I know it's a problem in the restaurant business. I talk to people in the restaurant business all the time, where restaurant managers will expect people when they're closing up to work at least like 15 to 30 minutes off the clock during like closing. Fuck that. If they expect that of you, leave that job. Leave that fucking job. I know Skullduggery, one of the bros in the Detractor Beam Discord, he quit his recent food service job because they were making him pay for his own lunch at the job. Give me a fucking break, dude. You're a food service establishment that's having people prepare and cook food that is then making them pay for the food that they prepare for their lunch. Like, fuck off. Come on. Come on, dude. Yeah, that's insane. Right, Mr. Extravagant? That's insane. If you work at a restaurant or like a food establishment and you basically make your own lunch and then you have to pay for the lunch you prepare during your lunch break, fuck off.
2 bullets. He just goes doo-doo and you're dead. 63%.
They do.
Okay.
Yeah, that is a huge legal liability for a lot of companies. Like if you're working off the clock and you get injured, the company is fucked. The company is fucked because the Department of Labor is gonna come to that company during that lawsuit, whether it's workers' comp. The Department of Labor is the first question they say is, were they on the clock? And then the employee is gonna say, no, I wasn't on the clock. And then the court or whoever is gonna go to the manager and say, why weren't they working on the clock? Why weren't those hours logged? Hello? It's just really bad. Oh, hotels are terrible. Especially if it's an arrangement where you live at the hotel. I know some people that live at the hotel where they work, and that sounds like a fucking nightmare. Nightmare. I was an RA in college for 3 years. That is living where you work. Literally living where you work. And I have no regrets doing it. I have no regrets being an RA in college. It saved me a ton of money on housing. But God, that is the worst when you live where you work. Oh, cruise ship is a nightmare. I have a few family members that have worked on cruises as like cruise directors and like entertainment staff on cruises, and it's the worst. You're basically a prisoner. You're basically a prisoner. And it's like, well, but we get to live on a cruise ship and we get to watch Netflix for free and a bunch of cruise ship television. No, fuck that. You don't go home for months at a time.
I have to fucking pause the game
God.
and unplug and replug in my headphones. PS4 audio glitched.
Yeah, get seasick for free. Exactly.
Oh my god.
Having the ability to go home is a very important thing for a job. And I learned that the hard way. Like, go home. And if you work from home, like I work from home, and I have another desk opposite this one on the back wall of this room. I do not think about that shit until Monday, when it's the weekend.
I have 32 health. Another guy spawns and
Yeah, you ready to get fucking
amazing.
chronic diarrhea? Work on a cruise. Oh, D-Dog, you worked a cruise ship? Do tell. I know, D-Dog, you've had like 1,000 jobs, so I believe you. I believe you when you say you worked a cruise ship. That sounds terrible.
Fight. They really knew what they were doing.
Yeah, shiny teeth. When I'm done working, I close that fucking laptop and I'm done. I don't have a corporate phone. The worst thing you can do, is to agree to have a corporate cell phone. That is the worst thing you can do. I have a laptop that stays closed when it's outside of my working hours. Cause fuck that.
Spawn guys on both sides that are just gonna cheaply fucking snipe me while you're expecting me to also fight giant guys. It's like, how about let me fight one group or the other? Oh my god, another one.
Yeah, that's true. You are fan. Yeah, there. You know what it is? Yeah, that's an interesting thing. Motorist, T Christian, motorist Esquire. You get the family bullshit with giant megacorps and also small companies. Like a small business will call you a family. Like a small firm or small company. It's really telling.
And he psychically knew that I was gonna be there. What the fuck? Another guy spawned down here.
Yeah, honestly, yeah. Like the biggest con is that like a boss will text someone on like their personal phone. It'll be like, hey, I need you to log on. It's like, well, we should be conducting these messages on a corporate phone. Give me a corporate phone if you're gonna use a text for me. I personally think like a corporate phone, depending on your line of business and your job, is much. Like for me, I have a corporate laptop, and the only time I text my supervisor, because my supervisor ain't my friend, Kim, you're good people. Kim, if you're listening to this, you're good people, but we're not friends. And I think you understand that we're not friends. The only time I text you is when I'm sick, and the only time I expect a text from you is if you're like, hey, I'm not going to be in today, by the way. Can you help with this, this, and this? But like, the lines are intentionally blurred between work and home, and it's really bad.
Another motherfucker. Another one.
I'm going to pause and derail for a minute because I remember my grandfather saying, and my grandfather was a very business-minded. He ran a couple of moderately successful businesses in his time, small like sales businesses and stuff like that. I remember him saying when I was a kid in the mid to late 90s, he said, yep, Logan, automation is going to change everything. Automation is going to make it so we got a 4-day work week. We're going to have more time with our families. It's going to be really great. And he was right about automation, that it was going to make us more efficient. He was right about automation and technological enhancements, but it actually made the expectation to do more work in the same amount of time. It went in a way that nobody could have predicted at the time, but looking back on it, it's painfully obvious. Like, of course, if we now have the ability to communicate with these things in our pockets, of course, we're going to be expected to do more work in less time. Like, yes, of course. Of course, it happened the dystopic way. You know what I mean?
Now guys spawn behind me.
Also, anybody that's on Android, if you recently got the most recent UI update, fuck me, man. Now the text is all big. The text is all big and bold, and I don't like it. All my Android users out there.
It's complete bullshit. They psychically know where you are. Look, he knew I was there.
Oh, I talked to a lady that I work with. She's a bit older. She's in her 60s. She's been working for the company that I work at for decades, for actual decades. And she told me the other day She told me the other day that during lunch, like decades ago, I want to say they ended this in like the mid to late 90s, but she said during lunch, like 25 years ago, you used to be able to have a 2-drink minimum at lunch. You used to be able to drink at lunch. That's amazing to me.
You gotta fight these 2 tank-like guys that can fucking fire no matter what and insta-kill you if they hit you. Oh, by the way, we're also gonna spawn infinite amounts of little enemies that psych
D-Dog knows what I'm talking about.
What the fuck? Get the fuck out of here.
I don't want to show my phone because I want to protect my family.
Use some next time you make a game.
But the latest One UI for Android update pushed to me this morning, and now all my text is too big. I don't like it.
And they won't stop coming.
When I started at my company, when I actually sat in the office, there was a guy every Friday for lunch. He would bring around hot dogs and French fries for anybody that wanted them for lunch. Like, he would just go around and hand out hot dogs and French fries. You pay nothing. It was great. The dude would just hand out like lunch on Fridays for people that didn't have them. He was like a local hot dog place. Man, those were the days. Corporations have tightened up their pocketbooks so much, even over like the past 8 years or so. Ridiculous. I used to be able to get free Hot Dog Friday. What the fuck with that, man? Come on. Oh, Mr. Extravagant, go to 5G. 5G is life-changing. Oh my god.
Wow. We've so moved on from this in modern gaming.
I'm not supposed. Well, even working from home, if you work in claims, you're not supposed to drink at all because you're making. The idea is you're making financial decisions, and it's a huge liability if you're making if there's an idea that you're making financial payment decisions on people's insurance claims if you're impaired. So that's why we don't drink where I work. Cannot drink on the clock. I also changed my mic placement because I was getting tired of the sideways mic. So I'm now miking on a diagonal. So the mic is not blocking the screen anymore. I've changed my mic setup.
They were just like, oh, it's the end of the game. Let's just make something incredibly cheap. It's the end of the game. No, how about you make something fun?
6G is coming. Well, thank you, D-Dog. Because I was thinking of buying a new phone. I have this is a Galaxy S22. I'm on a Galaxy S22 Ultra. And I'm almost 3 years in. 3 years in, and I was thinking about getting another phone. But if 6G is coming, I'll wait. I'll wait to get. Although I don't think this is a 6G SIM card. I think I'll need a new SIM, but whatever. Hey, Farmer Beavis, Thin Ice. Samsung's great. I really like Samsung. They're solid. I was using side mic. I was. I like side mic a lot, but
this is so terrible.
But I've moved my monitors so much in my setup recently that side micing is no longer viable for me. It doesn't make sense. This is way better. Where I put the arm on a diagonal and I can kind of like sit sideways and talk into it.
No matter how many of these little guys I killed, they're just gonna keep coming, making it that I can't.
Yeah, I've liked this S22 has not failed me. This phone has been underwater. That's how tough Samsung phones are. This phone's been underwater and it's fine. It's completely fine. Like, my older brother was talking to me about, like, his water-resistant iPhone or whatever, and I was like, dude, Samsung has been doing impeccable water resistance for, like, 10 years now. What are you doing? Come on. Come on.
This sucks. This is absolutely terrible. Absolutely fucking terrible. I'm gonna beat it. It's gonna take a billion tries. A million wasted time tries. I should have beat this the first run, but no. No, they had to have infinite enemies. How to ruin a game 101.
No, this is a boss rush. This is an end boss rush, like it's supposed to be like this.
Look, I can't fight these guys because I got the big gun. I can't fight.
You have to attack it one wing at a
You
time.
need to kill the big guys.
Go right,
There's no way to do
kill
it.
the guys on the
If you
right,
could- if that could be
circle
all
around,
open in your
hit the
inventory,
guys on the
and
left
you
from
could swap
behind.
between
Come
the
on.
two, then it would make
Come
sense.
on.
But because you can't, the whole segment is fucking flawed. They're complete idiots.
No. Farmer, you're on. You're not
It
banned.
went past both of them.
You're not banned at all. Farmer's up.
It went past them again. Get the fuck out of here, dude. What the
No.
fuck were they thinking? Oh my.
It didn't go
fucking
past them.
God,
You're a
they're
bad shot.
idiots. Oh
You're a
my
bad shot, dude.
God. One of the worst design segments in gaming fucking history. Oh, now I'm stuck and I can't move.
You're not stuck. You're just not moving.
Oh my gun, look.
That is the real question. He's running headfirst into gunfire. That's his problem. That's always his problem. He always runs headfirst into gunfire. That's it. Big ups, Ice. How are you? Hope you're having a good day, man. We are hopefully nearing the end of this nice, chill stream so that I can go eat.
Now I'm dead. There's nothing I can do.
Because I would like to eat. I'm
Recharging. I
getting
can't
very
fire
hungry.
again. Complete stupidity.
Complete stupidity, man.
Oh my lord.
Oh my
How do
god.
you ruin a game? This is how. This is the final segment of the game. This. Instead of like a fun boss fight or something epic, instead it's just kill a bunch of generic fucking idiots who respawn.
Sure.
Wow, you guys are smart. That's game development 101. I wish I could be as smart as these guys. I wish I could take a
I
paycheck
wish.
for no effort. Really. Now I'm the one stuck playing this fucking segment. I'm the one who has to suffer through it.
You're not suffering through it, dude. You're making money.
I made a homosexual advance on me.
Wait, what did he just say? I missed that. I was looking at I'm looking at something else on my other screen. I missed that. What did he say?
This took me $1. I made a homosexual advance.
Oh, okay.
I just lost a ton of health. I have no idea why.
Weird.
I think he died. He did. One of them is dead.
Yeah, we should all pity him. He's suffering hard. He's
One of them is
suffering
dead,
so
we say,
hard.
But now I don't know how to take the other one out because I don't have enough ammo to do it. See?
Yeah, John, you know what I'm talking about.
That's really what you want to do.
Just do your work and go home. All you gotta do is do your work and go home. Oh, it's 5:35 where you are? That's right, D-Dog. You're Aussie. You're like other side of the world, man.
And I died.
They're in that weird time zone. That fringe time zone.
At least I killed one.
I do remember this being frustrating, but if he's dying this much, this is not good for a stream or a VOD. He should just... He should just turn the difficulty down. He should just turn the difficulty down. Pretty simple. What's up, Tim Snake? Good to see you. I'm not going to do an Aussie accent. I'm no good. I'm no good at those. At least the music's good. The music's pretty good.
Left and right.
Mick Gordon's soundtrack is taking us through.
Try that again.
God.
Tell your Nuka-Cola King who did a 20-bit cheer, he said, you succeeded where I failed. Wait, you couldn't beat this?
You can't beat this,
It's
dude.
a matter of time. It's all it is. It's a war of attrition.
Audio gout. I wonder what's causing that. I'll go back and listen to this and figure out what's causing this. Because I'm not boosting it anymore. No, audio boost is not on. He's limited. He's not clipping in my headphones. He's not clipping in my audio interface. I will have to do an audit. I will have to listen to the stream back and figure out what's
President
clipping.
Jimmy Carver was a talk show host instead in this timeline.
The rest of y'all, y'all ready to start a revolution?
And I don't know if you realized it, but Richard Nixon was an actor. Or no, Ronald Reagan was an actor in this game. You meet Ronald Reagan. You literally meet Ronald Reagan.
So yeah, that's what I mean. Like that ending was kind of disappointing for me. I was expecting like a big boss.
I'm glad it's over. I gotta end this stream and I'm so hungry. I gotta end this stream and eat.
And the Old Blood, there was some pretty good boss fights. In this game, there is.
Yeah, Ronald Reagan was an actor in real life too. Nancy too, as it turns out. So was Nancy Reagan. That's where Nancy Reagan got her reputation as the throat goat.
The game's still good though. I mean, think about it. It's about what? I would say at a minimum it's probably 8 hours long, at a maximum maybe 12 to 15 hours long, depending on.
Oh, this soundtrack is so good.
Looking for items, and if you do the side content, which I didn't do because I found it boring, but you know, not bad. You don't
Yeah,
see this
happy to
too
stream.
often anymore. You don't see the narrative-based FPS games.
I enjoyed this. This is how you don't play, but Phil continues to be boring.
Well, how does it compare to Wolfenstein 1? Well, the thing is, I don't.
I'm gonna watch this till it ends, and then we're out.
I actually think the story elements in this game are better, but I think the game, the original Wolfenstein 1 was better, I think.
You're referring to Youngblood, correct? Correct, Lionel? Youngblood has potential. Has serious potential, but it's...
For my Wolfenstein 2, the new Colossus playthrough. I hope that
They squandered it.
Thank you very much for watching. If
You're
you
welcome
play
for the
third one, I absolutely
stream,
will play the
Nerd Brew.
third one as well. Thank you, everyone, and whether you watched on stream or on YouTube, I thank you very much for your viewership, and I will see you later. All right, peace out, folks. Have a good one.
All right, that's going to be it for the stream. There will be something robust coming up later this month that I have to discuss offline with Lefty, but stay tuned for everything, folks. Thank you for the last second bomb, D-Dog. Really appreciate it. Big ups for the 10 memberships. They're Australian memberships, so we accept those.
Thank you for the membership.
Keep your eyes on community posts. We are going to be doing something special the last week of February.
Thank you for the membership.
Don't want to announce it till we have a date and time, but we'll see everybody later. Thank you for
Thank you for the
big ups
membership.
to all the members. Big ups to everybody. Big ups for the contributions. Bye, everybody. Bye.
Thank you for the membership.
I'll let these memberships roll, and then yeah. We're out. I think
Thank
that's
you
it.
for the
Are they
membership.
done? No, they're not done yet. Scrappy. Got a few more. Scrappy.
Thank you for the membership.
One more. I think that's it. I think Chris George was the last one. All right.
Thank you for the membership.
Nope. Aura Master. There we go. The stream is never going to end. Thanks for the bomb, D-Dog. I appreciate it,
Thank
buddy.
you for the membership.
You're making this clock out impossible. God. I can't clock
Thank
out.
you for the membership.
I can't clock out. Oh my god. Oh my god. All right. You know what?
Thank you for the membership.
Big ups, Timothy. I literally can't clock out. All right. I'm clocking. I'm gonna clock right now. Bye everybody. We'll see you next time. Keep your eye on the community post. Lefty and I have a robust thing coming up last week of this month. We will fill you in when we know more. Bye everybody. Bye.
Lost all my subscribers. I'm not monetized anymore. I shouldn't attack the boyfriend. I need my boyfriend. I know, pray when I see it. I've been a predator all my damn life. I'm built different than them.